gentlemen, we are live. We're going to be going over the go-home episode of Monday Night Raw for this year's culmination over the road to WrestleMania. Of course, we know most of the matches that we have, lined up for night one. I won't be available for night one, but night two, possibly going to be streaming it or going to be enjoying it with family. Other than that, that's practically all I got for most of the weekend. Knowing I got a lot of other responsibilities. But WrestleMania is on the table, and this week better be a decent enough build for me to at least get some positive note about it. Knowing this is going to be a 2-night event, they better have decent build. The card doesn't sound that good. Omos and Lesnar, just to see if Lesnar can even lift up Omos, is the only anticipation I got over all this. Rhodes and Roman, I expect a classic out of them. I guess that's the only anticipated match being the main event. We're in Phoenix, Arizona. And it'll be Cody Rhodes versus Solo Sikoa with Paul Heyman, I guess, in this corner. So I guess one more roadblock for Cody Rhodes. And then we got Lesnar weigh-in against Brock. Omos against Brock in a weigh-in just to hype up the size difference. And we have to do it by mass. And then Gunther in action tonight. The Intercontinental Champion shows up to Monday Night Raw. I think this is his first time. And, of course, we got a one-on-one match. Damian Priest in the corner of the bastard son, Dominic, facing up against Damian Priest against Rey Mysterio later tonight. And Miz is already here. That's the host of WrestleMania this year. I mean, at least The Miz gets at least an entertainment role because I think he's already done enough. I think we got some new icons. It's TV. The MC of Awesome. Has there ever been a memorable Miz TV segment, guys? Please explain. Logan Paul. I forgot that we still have women tag team champions. It's still Lita and Becky Lynch, right? I've still been watching the show somewhat. Here's Lita. Oh, it's Trish Stratus. Those extensions are not doing much justice. She does look great, though. How do I feel a lack of a build going into Trish Stratus coming in with the cleavage popping out? And there's Lita as well. And Becky Lynch just there. Wow. Keep forgetting that they're the women's tag team champions, bro. Do they have a match at Mania? I think they're facing off against Damage Control. Yeah, they got Damage Control at night two. This is going to be a Hell in a Cell match. One more match to be announced. I guess it's going to be a surprise match or something. Gunther, Sheamus, and Drew McIntyre for the IC title. Banks versus Belair versus Asuka. That's going to be an eye match. Women's matches, except the tag title match, the tag match seems okay. Do not care about the tag 4-way. Do not care about the women's fatal 4-way. No, this is supposed to be another tag 4-way. What's the point of the showcase? And we know this is going to be kickoff. Night one, they just advertised only Cena in Theory. Let me try to link this out, everybody. Oh my god. The way that like the men have to like always try to cater over to these chicks knowing like they can't get themselves over. I am the man. Woman. I could do the same thing as a man. Sounds like a oh. Tiny ball still doesn't even get a pop. I don't know why he's still reaching with that. Miz, you can pimp slap her if you want. I don't really care. Screw Becky Lynch. Oh my god. That got to be the only reason why the women got to still be on the card. No disrespect. Guys, if you just tune in over to Raw and just see Trish Stratus, I can understand. She does look like an ex-porn star. Oh my god. Oh wow. Just a less important women's belt. It is already worse enough because it's reported that Vince already doesn't like tag team division. So why even add one over to the women to try to give them lesser screen time, even though you're just going to give them to the more important women in the card anyway? Is Bayley wearing pajamas? Why is she trying to look like a hooker from Whoville, bro? Oh god. I don't know if you can even feel depressed or just suicidal that some Bayley possibly friend zoned somebody in her personal life. Because that even happens with like below average looking chicks. You'll be surprised. It's not coming from a bitterness. Some guy would possibly relate. God damn. It is ma'am. Not man. Ma'am. That's Bayley. Totally looking at your face, Trish. It's not like the makeup is really hiding how much you aged. I'm just shocked how much they never try to slut shame to try to get the women over. Because it's like, they used to put you in bra and panty matches demean you. Even Vince McMahon demeaned you publicly. And now this women's division can finally step up. Like something to actually get you guys over. Or at least get the heels over. Like they're bigger role models. You don't want to. Bailey, yo, Becky, you need to catch a breath. Becky, yo, Becky. I respect Becky for always trying to show some emotion in the promos. I'm not going to take that away from her. She needs to learn how to take a breath. Sound like your hiccups. God damn. Think of Roddy Piper without the drugs, guys. And let me guess, she's going to hold the belt? Sounds like somebody cussed. They had to blur out. They had to blur out some type of audio. Dakota Kai looks like some wizard auntie in a. Dakota Kai looks like some type of witch auntie that you see in a Disney movie. Please say you guys watch Disney Channel movies. I'm not trying to be the only one here that feels old. Dun, 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 dun. I'm shocked. I think WWE did. They had like Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins do like a Batman Joker parody, trying to do the Hollywood shit that they did for like Mania 21. Obviously, they can't do that again. I mean, they can, but Chris Benoit was in some of those clips, so. Has anybody experienced over on the stream the SoFi Stadium? I understand it's a recently built stadium for the Los Angeles Rams. What? Oh, God. I understand there's been also some, backhanded under the busing by CM Punk involving his previous tweets. And it's still going, that he's still calling some guys under the bus and it's like, Punk, you really want to keep doing this? Like, and I wonder what's the benefit of this. Because I'm not trying to always rag on CM Punk. But he's doing this upon himself, bro. I'm not messing with him, man. He's agitatingly dull. And he keeps trying to do this to get, he's not helping himself here. He's not. You guys heard of, one more thing. You guys heard about Jimmy Garoppolo? Soon as that guy gets signed over to Vegas, depending if he's going to be trash or not, sometimes you always can't guarantee whenever a quarterback, even a franchise quarterback, even if he's been a multi-time All-Pro, even like Russell Wilson, didn't have the best season, ended up in the bottom of the AFC West for the Denver Broncos. Not always the best time. You know what I'm saying? But bro, free X when you're in free sex. I wish I got skinnier so I can play quarterback, bro. That is insanity. Of course, it seems like the New York Knicks are doing a memorial over for former captain of those 1970s New York Knicks teams, Willis Reed, that recently passed away this year. Shout out to him. I did a stream involving their game against the against the Miami Heat a couple of days ago. So best of wishes to Willis Reed's family. Hopefully the Knicks do well this postseason. They've been playing great basketball, but they need to keep it consistent, especially in the latter half of the season. Oh yeah, we are so watching. Oh wait, the Mario movie's next month? Bro, we are watching this. Yeah, I always screw it. Have Seth Rogen. Isn't Seth Rogen gonna be Donkey Kong in the movie? So after a lukewarm segment involving uh, Becky Lynch, Lita, and Trish Stratus in Damage Control, it opened with Io Shirai versus Becky Lynch as the opening match for tonight. I would have the open audio so you guys can hear what's going on in the show, but yeah, I'm not trying to risk hearing anybody in the background because this place isn't really soundproof. Soon as Lynch has Io's cornered, looks like she got her hooked up for an exploder suplex on the corner side of the ring. Lita and Trish Stratus. Oh, another exploder suplex, having Io taking a breather ringside around the ring apron. Damage Control also in their corner. Spinning boot to the midsection. Oh, had Io laid like a ragdoll in the second rope. Damage Control gets her out of harm's way, literally pulling her away from that second rope leg drop from Becky Lynch. And look at this. Becky's grabbing Bayley from her own freaking ugly-ass ponytail. Io's right there to stop her, trying to pull the scalp out of Bayley with a drop kick off the ring apron. And now Io Sky. God damn, how short are these Japanese chicks, man? Same thing with Rio. She's like 4 foot nothing, and yet she's coming around with a kendo stick that possibly weighs more than her. Isn't double or nothing coming out April as well? No, I think they pushed that for May. And a kick out of 2. Rear naked choke. Some type of modified crossface. All we know is Io's in the ground game right now. Got her in a rear chin lock. You know, always want the bigger opponent. Or whatever you want to call Becky, because I don't know why she still calls herself the man. How ironic. And there's the drop kick. Io stops Becky right in her tracks. My opinion still stands of what I said about Damage Control. They are dull, and they have made this tag team feud as dull as it ever can be. By the way, you guys want me to stream WWE 2K23? I've heard no technical issues. I want to get some other content out. And we're going to have an 8-man tag, even though these guys are going to get a 4-way tag. And they're only doing this because like 4 of them are baby faces and 4 of them are heels, just to make us acknowledge like they're feuding. And it's not even for any reason at all, except that they have a match at the pay-per-view. Trading forearms, because that's apparently how people fight. Becky takes advantage off the barrage. Oh, Io beats her to her for an uppercut. A stop off the ropes, and here comes Io Sky, Irish whip. And some type of pounce to cut Io off. Both women are down. And we'll be right back by G Fuel. I'm joking. I wish. Ooh. Io trying to push her off, and a right hand by Becky trying to go over to the ropes. A back elbow cut her off. Becky not trying to get cornered. Rushes with a clothesline, and now we're getting a barrage of clotheslines. Becky with a crappy one-legged dropkick. And here comes Becky with a baseball slide dropkick from the ring apron, taking Io out. And with a spike elbow from the ring apron. Becky Lynch with all the momentum in the world right now. grabbing her by the hair and pummeling her with some kicks between the second and third rope. Io trying to charge at her while she's at the top. Becky escapes, going for another freaking exploder suplex. You know what gets me tight, guys? In the middle of a wrestling match, whenever they're actually going for the motions, there's already near falls, and yet again, because they don't know what they're doing, they're coming out like with another collarbone tie up. Like, why are you guys locking up? Or somebody's going for a headlock. That's not good psychology. It's that these guys are like needing to, they're struggling right now and they don't know where to go from there. Trying to go for a cradle pinfall. Io jumps out for a drop kick and goes for the near fall, attempting the pinfall after the double stomp. And we're heading over to commercial break. Hollywood singing, Hollywood. Are any of you guys going to be heading to see Mania? I'm not wasting my money. You know what I'm doing. Hell, even when I had the network, when I had the network, when I was regularly doing reviews of Raw or the pay-per-views, you thought I was using network? Dude, illegal streaming ran faster than the pay-per-view did. I was already like a match ahead from when I was watching the Hell in a Cell in 2019. And guess what? Finished that whole show before the network could. And there's already faultiness still with the Peacock. Do they still have what they finished around 2019 or 2018 with the amount of episodes that they have available to them for what they can show on Peacock? I bet you're still accessible to watch more MLS games than you are old episodes of Friday Night or Monday Night Raw. Why did I say that like they're the same show? They're owned by the same company. Do. You guys feel like Punk is in the wrong for putting some of the workers under the bus still? Over on his IG Live, I still have my conflictions about it, even though I went over that creepy fanfic tweet that he posted over. And then he has something else involving Shawn Michaels. So if I could just bring it up right now, we'll have that article out as soon as possible. I think it had something to do with somebody from either AEW. Punk is sadly the only top guy that fans would be actually craving to see, to waste their money on, because Punk is actually a notable star. Sadly, Moxley isn't that, even though he's a recognizable talent on AEW. CM Punk jokes about making Glorious Gay love to Shawn Michaels. Yep. Still sus as hell. I still don't know where that came from. I think it had to do with getting Moxley over in the title match when Punk was already hurt, and still trying to put AEW like they're on the wrong, even though they were trying to get Punk situated, knowing like he had an injury. It has something to do with that. I still don't want to go over. You know how uncomfortable that was to read aloud? The whole thing involving like Punk just having some type of sexual affair with Shawn Michaels and thinking like that's something that actually needs to be addressed publicly was weird as hell. And now they're recapping what's happened. 20-man battle royale over on NXT for Stand and Deliver. Indy Hartwell's still there. I'm shocked. And Jinder Mahal's there. Guys, just make it a demotion brand. You guys don't have to make it like, oh, I never won the NXT title before. Maybe because nobody wants to hold the NXT title. You think Randy Orton would go over to NXT to get somebody over and then feel like, yeah, I need to? That's just not how you get the company, the brand over. Oh, and that superplex from the top over by Becky Lynch and EO. Cover 2. No. That seems to be the action we missed over commercial break. And the former multi-time women's champion, one half of the women's tag team champions, with Lita. All the momentum in the world for her. Oh, EO rolls out of her armbar into a bridge German. A secondary bridge German suplex to well arced, and it's still not good enough to get the one ups over on Becky Lynch. Damn, too many B's for these Bailey got to stop looking like a truffle hooker, and Dakota Kai's got to stop looking like she just relapsed with her boyfriend. That's weird. Looks like she's going for a double hook maneuver. Becky rolls out another exploder, bro. Does she always does explode Beck exploder? Like that's 4 times over in the match. I know EO is a shorter opponent. I get it, but isn't there other moves you can do with her? Well, EO trying to cut Becky Lynch over from the top rope. Trade of blows, and look at this triangle drop kick while Becky was already around the top rope. What a maneuver. Look at this. And EO's not done. Acai moonsault near the ring entrance. And what a maneuver. Springboard Acai moonsault could be enough, and it's still not good enough. I want to end it. I mean the show. You guys have any intentions of expectations if Jeff Hardy comes back to AEW or anywhere in general, knowing that he has behavioral problems? Over the moonsault, evaded from Becky Lynch. Didn't get all of it. Going for the back. Oh, disarmor. Turns into a schoolboy. Poor roll up, 2, and it's still not good. God, this is so sloppy. Manhandle slam, cover. 2, 3. What was the point? And she does that pinfall that Edge did back at One Night Stand 06. Second half of the match was so sloppy. The coolest moves by EO. It just make the damage control look like more posers. I still don't get the personality of both Dakota, except that she dresses weird and looks weird, and EO is just a Japanese chick. Such a ragtag group of hookers. I mean, jobbers. Just bewitched jobbers just to get the babyface over. And I get it. That's the heel's job, but you guys want to like try to at least establish yourself to get some type of support out there. And I still gotta listen to Corey Graves and freaking Kevin Patrick. It's already worse enough that Kevin Patrick has 2 first names for his full God-given name. That's a damn shame. Kevin Patrick looks like he just stands there with one tear in his eye whenever you slap him in the face. Haha, get it? Roman with no more reigns? I know she left me. I know she did. Excuse the PlayStation 5 in the background, guys. Pushing the buttons of Solo. And look at this. Solo already attempting the Samoan spike. Cody already well prepared. Boots him in the face. And look at this. Roman Reigns trying to keep Solo under control. How come I feel like Cody Rhodes' push will go under if Brandy comes in for any type of feud? Oos! Well, could those reap over the skin? Of course, our main event headlining tonight, the number one contender for the undisputed title. Could Solo shut out and close the momentum out for Cody Rhodes heading into Mania? The curse, the money, in my generation, we take the fall. They say that show won't get back to me. Why won't they wake up? Move to the music, yeah. Move to the music, yeah. Let's see who I think the Knicks are playing tonight. Yes, they have the Houston Rockets. Easy win. Let me see what's going on here. I wonder if somebody. Oh, I don't think they started yet. It is 8:30 though. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Houston Rockets coach looks like he's already been through it, man. Oh, this is a home game too. Quickly to Grimes. Oh, miss right there. 47-49, and we are up by 2. Da 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 da. Still underwhelming build for this Mania, guys. We got Logan Paul in action against Rollins, and I'm not saying that it's not going to be a bad match, but there's nothing to visibly make me entertained. Like we had Steve Austin tease to come back. A decent enough match with Roman and Lesnar to unify the championships. We had a bunch of memorable stuff. Hopefully, at least the show will be somewhat entertaining because at least it's been at least more story driven than expected, and we probably will have a culmination overall what was going on with the Bloodline, Cody, Sammy. That's practically it. That's been the only. Oh, and of course Rey Mysterio's feud with Dominic. That's been well documented. So there's been at least somewhat some build. I think the only weak points heading over to all this, sadly, the tag team division. Of course, the Usos are just there to revolve around what goes on with Roman because we know there's possibly gonna be an interruption. And of course, the women's division. That's sadly never going to change. I guess if we had I get it. I get it. Not all chicks are going to come out IG models. What happened to Aaliyah, by the way? Is she hurt? All right. Blaze the trial. The only thing I'm not a fan of as well is, of course, the Hell in a Cell cage still being red. Like, what was wrong with it being just basic steel? It is literally a gigantic steel cage. What part of that is already not shock and awe? And men gotta fight in that and do crazy crap like fall off of it. What part of that means, you know what's gonna catch my eye? Red. Like, what? Turn. Oh, Scott. I hate it whenever they have to extend it like that. Oh, Scott. Somebody actually said it like that. That was weird. People would be surprised still how old Asuka really is. And she still looks great for that type of age, man. And I have no complaints. Better for Asuka. The only bad thing I have to say about Asuka is when she only got to spam Japanese for like when she gets upset, and there's no meaning to it. I'm not saying that use kanji in your promo or some shit, or say some type of poetry. Asuka is literally what happens when Tajiri is booked well. And what if you give Tajiri an OnlyFans? I'm joking. She has a Twitch. Asuka doesn't have an OnlyFans, right? Give me 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds. All I need is 2 seconds. Hey, yo. Why do I need MVP's opinion on this? You didn't even bring back the tunnel with your broke ass with the Hurt Business. Screw Jalen Hurts, by the way. To be honest, weekend songs are decent, but I don't think they belong at WrestleMania at all. I'm not saying that Weeknd's not a nice singer. He's a great talent, but bro, Sacrifice was better last year. Oh shit, I forgot to go. I don't understand. Rough eyes. I think that's how the song went. I know we're not gonna get Saliva back singing the songs, guys, but at least be somewhat reasonable why they're not making those songs. It's pretty dated if they try. I mean, it'd be cool if they have Metallica, because I know they have an album coming out soon, features one of the songs for this year for any pay-per-view. And here's Rollins' Miss TV segment last Monday, and a right hand again, coming from a boxer, as well as a recently signed talent. Oh, I thought Logan was gonna plug Prime after punching Seth. I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought he was gonna plug Prime. Yeah, kids are gonna love him, pal. Wait, is that Mustafa Ali? Was it okay? Wow, they're trying to make Mustafa Ali the next Shannon Moore. You want to be Jeff Hardy's crackhead friend that wrestled with him in the backyard? Go ahead, Mustafa Ali Shannon Moore, because he does the same shit that Rollins does. Then, and anybody that knows me, I don't f with Mustafa Ali. He's a 7-Eleven Rollins, and I stand by it. I don't care if that's racist. He's gonna get. Oh. Oh. Seth Rollins, you gotta stop invisibly fingering something, man. Oh, I got a Galaxy Opal. Center, number 13. Oh, it's a diamond. Tristan Thompson. I have never felt so flaccid in my life. Still have not used Walmart Plus. You bet your grass it is. Get it? Get it? Yes, I know she's unhappy. I know she's unhappy, dear. Yes. So we have the Avengers movie delayed and pushed back for 2 years, even though they were advertising one for May, the other one for November, to at least correlate quickly because they know how much the MCU is such a dying medium now since going to Disney, and it's been like that since the end of Endgame. I'll stand by it. There hasn't been one I've genuinely enjoyed watching since the last Spider-Man movie. And if the Spider-Man movies are mid, I'm done. I'm honestly done. There's nothing to correspond me with the rest of the franchise. Anybody that I was remotely, genuinely, emotionally invested in, like Tony Stark, dead. Captain America, black. I'm joking. Old. Hulk, She-Hulk. Do not watch the show. I will save your day. I will save your whole weekend if you do not binge She-Hulk. Hawkeye. Nobody watched it. Black Panther. Woman. I'm joking. Of course, rest in peace to Chadwick Boseman. A bunch of unfortunate, and of course, Ant-Man. Just mid film franchise for a decent enough character. He's not that dimensional that we need several things about him. And plus, his antagonists are pretty forgettable. Like, the most people can remember is Yellow Jacket. And the only reason we're even correlating what's going on with Ant-Man is because of it's relating with Kang the Conqueror. It has nothing to do with what else is going on, bro. Down. Still like the old song better. So Rollins faced off Mustafa Ali after antagonizing him, trying to be a rip-off Bo Leaf character. Brock Lesnar! That was still my favorite segment from 2015. Bo Dallas got absolutely gobsmacked by Brock Lesnar on Raw. The Visionary cashed in at WrestleMania, dubbed himself the heist of the century. Dubbed the heist of the century. I still don't know why that song's over. Ho, ho, ho. You guys excited for opening day coming out this week? We got of course, shout out to my man John Jay. coming from San Fran. He's, of course, a well-known Niners fan. He comes up to the channel sometimes whenever I stream sport content. He's also a well-known San Francisco Giants fan. And guess what the Giants are facing come March 30th? It's the Yankees. I'll be watching that game. Garrett Cole will pimp slap your fucking rotation. And then Rosa will just sweep up what you got next off a no-hitter, I swear. Whoa. Still don't know why he's the major heel out of this scenario, knowing like he gets over when I don't know. There needs to be a better way for wrestlers to get heat. Just my opinion. Well, here we go. Mustafa immediately after antagonizing Rollins, he doesn't even get a... Of course, Mustafa doesn't want to even fight Rollins. He's still trying to talk his way out of this situation. And Mustafa, using that agility to just get himself around the ring, flips out from the top and gets a right hand stunning Rollins. Oh, wow. He said if I was Logan Paul, I would have knocked you out and got him straight over to a headlock, Mustafa. Mansoor's just more over than you. That's a sad thing to say. And a clothesline. Where is the Max models? Are they done? Have they been scrapped? I haven't seen them. Oh, we also got the Sixers versus Nuggets come somewhere around CBS. Mustafa trying to get up top. Clubbing Mustafa. Got him over a tree of woe now. Oh, what is this? And now here comes Rollins. And a curb stomp from the face going back down. And look at this. The fans on their feet. And there's the curb stomp by Rollins. 2, 3. Hey, Rollins. It's fucking Rollins. And then just a stomp for good measure. There's already salt in the wound off that, guys. Rollins over in the promo, saying it's 5 days.
Let me level with you.
Let me talk to you.
I can't beat Logan Paul at WrestleMania. He's not the joke. I am.
Oh, Rollins, you're not a joke to me. You'll never be a joke to me, Rollins. I still saved your pick from 2015.
He cheap shot at me, not once, but twice. And in 5 days, it all...
Still don't know why they don't just do this in one night. I still disagree. They have to try to pack so much in when there's such a lack of story. There's only like 2 main storylines people care about. 3 if you want to include this one with Rollins and Rollins and Paul, the Usos and Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. And Kevin Owens is there for Sami Zayn's storyline. Of course, we know Rhodes and Reigns and Dominic and Ray. That's like 4 storylines.
Happy birthday, they're going to be singing. Phoenix, you want to give Logan Paul a taste of what he's going to hear all night long at WrestleMania? Sing that damn song!
Still don't know why that's over. Yo, CR, it's been a minute. It's been okay. Oh, you watching the Knicks versus Rockets? Oh, I haven't checked in a minute. They seem to be in halftime right now. Oh, and Jaylen Brown with a poster. Oh, I'm just chill. I don't know. The show's doing okay right now. Lukewarm with the women's segment, but
I'll see you at WrestleMania.
Still don't know why that's over.
Extremely hostile territory for Logan Paul as he goes one-on-one with Seth freaking Rollins WrestleMania Saturday.
Well, that's going to be one of the matches to see come, what is that, night 2? I don't think they even established what's going to be night 1 and night 2. Baron Corbin's here. Baron Corbin looks like he's ready to chauffeur a kidnapping road trip. There's a cash.
I'm doing media. I'm doing meet and greets all about WrestleMania. I appreciate that. Yeah, you do. I used to run this show just like you. You gotta
keep forgetting that he was. I really want to forget that he was GM for Raw 1 point with Kurt Angle.
Break my foot off in Adam Pearce's behind.
Really classy. Look, you boost can fight it out on Friday and have a giant battle royal, okay? Excuse me, just for a second. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm gonna need to know ASAP why I'm not in the WrestleMania Women's.
Keep forgetting Chelsea Green's here.
Team match.
Did her and Matt Cardona separate or something?
No. Do not mansplain your incompetence to me, Adam.
Grape. Farrell.
Myself. Chelsea.
Oh my God, why is Sonya Deville still here?
I did his job better than he did his job, so he's
why don't you get kidnapped again, Sonya?
He's just intimidated by strong women.
If I could
That's why we
finish
don't WrestleMania.
my sentence, please. As I was saying, I was looking at the roster, and I had to figure out who's going to be the last team in this qualifying match, and
it's going to be Tiffany.
You two. Yeah, you two. Why not? Call yourselves, I don't know, the complaint department. Call yourselves Misery Clubs Company. Call yourselves whatever you want. But if you want to earn your way into WrestleMania, you can do it tonight.
I deadass thought that was Aaliyah for a second. Did you guys forget that she was still on the SmackDown roster?
Showcase match at WrestleMania.
He's not usually.
Everybody puts up a show on MSGCR. I'm not going to lie to you.
So you like this? You like it?
Yep.
You're happy?
First thing you've ever.
Austin Theory versus Cena is going to kick off WrestleMania. All I know. Yep. That's going to be like a 25-minute match. Depending on how much, if Cena can still go, even though the most he worked was that Sami Zayn tag team match.
This is absolutely massive. A career.
Not trying to risk copyright there. So it's going to be Mia Yim. She looks like Tamina, bro. Oh, God. So it's going to be Brock Lesnar and Omos in a weigh-in coming up next. Oh, God. I am not anticipating this win because I already know it's going to just end up over in a brawl, somebody being called a bitch and Brock lifting Omos to underwhelm the feud, bro. And they're only doing this because Lashley got to be out. Is there still any reason why Bray Wyatt's not even going to be in the show, CR? I know there's been some issues creatively with him. And let me issue this too. He's the one with creative control over here. And this, oh God, don't give us fat fuck any more writing material. Oh my God. Nuggets and Sixers. Oh no. Oh, it's tonight. Nuggets and Sixers. Pelicans and Blazers. Shout out to the Sacramento Kings clutching a playoff spot with only a couple weeks left into the season. Congratulations to the Sacramento Kings. And the Chicago Bulls versus Los Angeles Clippers. That's going to be our ladder matchups right now. They're showing the Jazz versus Suns, Mavericks versus Pacers. Let me see if the Mavericks will screw this up like they did against Charlotte. They lost to the Hornets. LaMelo Ball wasn't even playing. There is something physically wrong with the Dallas Mavericks, guys. I don't know what's going on, but apparently as soon as they got Kyrie, they forget to play basketball. I'm still under commercial break, sadly. You bet your grass it is. You bet your glass it is. You bet your fat glass it is. Ew, did you just give me 7-Up? Who still drinks 7-Up? I don't even care if you have a decent... I don't even care if that's your favorite drink. I already know that you're poor. You choose 7-Up over anything else. Is a paradise in my... Oh, you mean the Memphis Criminals winning in the West this year? And the Bucks winning in the... I agree with your Eastern Conference prediction, CR. I'm not giving it to the Grizzlies. They're a decent regular season team. And Jaren Jackson Jr. has been a great player. They've been beating some well-known teams, but they've been beating inconsistent teams. I got to give it to the Nuggets. And it's not only because they're first seed. If it's not going to be the Nuggets, I'm still betting over the Warriors. It's not going to be either the Clippers, Grizzlies, freaking Sacramento Kings, or the freaking Lakers. Either team is either too young, inconsistent, or just not good enough to even touch the play-in tournament. Falling water.
You know we got that wow factor.
Crack open the roof. Anything can and probably will happen.
Tune in to Monday Night Raw, live Mondays at DST and Peacock.
There's a parade in my city. Yeah, I'm with the Glock. Yo, get out of your IG live, please.
Snickers satisfies. And by WWE 2K23. WWE 2K23 has arrived, and this time it's even stronger with the all-new war game.
Stronger, faster, we are better. We need to put Cena in the cover. Why?
Pick up your copy today and play as Bad Bunny with deluxe and icon editions. Now, folks, let's hand it over to
Well, we got the weigh-in.
WWE official Adam Pearce.
We know that these guys are above 250 pounds. Why do we need this? And Adam Pearce is here as well. So it needs to be that publicized that Omos is heavy and Lesnar's heavy just to get a face-off. Knicks coming for Cleveland. You're talking about in the seeding? Because I know Cleveland's still 4th seed. Well, aren't they like 4 games above the Knicks? I still doubt that they can keep it that consistent. Yeah, there's 6 games, CR. And last time I checked, Knicks only got like around 7 games remaining in the season. 6. 5 games. Around 7, my fault.
A sight to behold. 7'3".
There's a parade in my city. Well, killing it. You still feel like Brunson's been snubbed for a All-Star vote? No, I mean in the playoffs, because that's gonna be the matchup for the Knicks in the 6th seed. The Knicks are 5th seed. Yeah, wait, CR, the Knicks are 5th seed. That means they play off against the 4th seed in the Eastern Conference, and that's gonna be. Yeah, that's gonna be the Cavs. The 6 is the Miami Heat. That means if they keep it going, they probably got the Sixers.
Brock Lesnar did everything in his power to take down Omos, but ultimately it was the Nigerian giant.
Still conflicted why they still got to call him Nigerian.
Brock Lesnar from the ring.
Omos using his BBC energy to just toss down Brock Lesnar outside the ring. With that crappy Mortal Kombat hoodie. Probably got that from Dick's with the redacted freaking not Shazam, Black Adam merchandise. Omos looks to be in better shape though, so that's a positive. I remember when he had a bit of a gun.
I'll take it from here, Mr. Graves. Thank you very much. Before we are joined by the Beast Incarnate, I'd like to remind everyone that this is one final opportunity for all of you and for you, Brock Lesnar, to see the specimen that is the Nigerian Giant.
And they call you the Big Show? Oh God, stop grabbing me by my neck.
Because I respect you immensely. Brock Lesnar, many times you have stepped.
That is sad. That is a sad fact to know. Did Emmanuel Doka get that divorce he requested? They got rid of Spencer Dinwiddie, Dorn Finney-Smith, and a bunch of rotation players that were actually playing decent for the Nets. Hell, they could have traded for they could have traded away Kyrie as well to Phoenix. You see how Mikal Bridges is doing?
But Brock, I have to remind you, unlike those men,
Imagine Mikal Bridges and Luka Doncic.
You cannot suplex him. You cannot F5 him. And at WrestleMania, you will not defeat him. At WrestleMania! Omos, if you would please.
Omos, can you just play for the Knicks? Just a bit, lose some of your water weight and you're valid. We just need you on the court. Mitchell Robinson, him like walking like Zion Williamson and Isaiah Hartenstein. I just need more reliable centers.
410 pounds.
Look at that! Over 400 pounds!
You're fat.
You're a bad man, but you ain't better than this man right here.
Nicholas Lesnar. They make this a Mania match. Even though this feels like if this was back in the day, Omos would have been a jobber in 07, in like 02. Okay, Lesnar, I get it. You want to be in Yellowstone. I get it. I know he's dressed like how he really is, but guys, this is hilarious. Lesnar already looks like he whacked somebody with a horse he was riding on.
What will Brock Lesnar have to say about that? We're going to find out.
Where do you think, you still feel like Kyrie should go over to the Lakers, CR? Yeah, Brock Lesnar. One fan is going crazy. His arm's already out. He actually got his dose of testosterone because he looks skinny as shit. I think it's statistically proven Brock Lesnar walking with your girl, just by essence, she's already pregnant. Oh, yeah, you see, Lesnar didn't even do the weigh-in. He wasn't even trying to entertain this. He starts with the brawl. Lesnar can't even get down to Omos. Shoulder tackle, just going full speed. Yo, he's trying to grab the scale and hit Omos with a big boot. Cuts off Lesnar. And Omos about to bury him with that scale. It was like, what was even the point of the segment if these guys were already going to brawl? Why don't you be like Matt Striker back on ACW when he was with Big Daddy V and Mark Henry? It's like, look at these two like pieces of giant pieces of melanin flesh. Like, what grown man says that about a massive black man at all? Who says that? MVP could have said that. Ebony flesh is crazy though. I don't know where Matt Striker got that. Hell, you can even make Omos do the same thing Rick Khali did back in 07 to Rey Mysterio. When he like grabbed like fruits, something like difficult for a guy to do without like a knife. And he does it with his bare hands. Like, that built something imposing. They made the Great Khali look imposing. It's like, sure, he sucked in the ring, but the guy who debuted beating the shit out of The Undertaker, of course he's going to be world champion. Oh, great. So now with Omos holding the stupid skill, I'm going to see that as an action figure. Because I obviously want to do a freaking weigh-in with my action figures.
Will Omos be a star that everyone's talking about after WrestleMania? Will Rhea Ripley insist that she needs to be a star? But standing in her way at WrestleMania is not only a queen, with the most decorated female superstar.
It's the queen! It's the queen! Charlotte Flair!
Charlotte Flair was built for the spotlight, built for the grand stage.
This was my destiny. This is what I was born to do.
Charlotte Flair, only with the nepotism and none of the charisma and a lot of the plastic surgery. Very impressive. And they're trying to point her like she's been such a commercial success. Even though she should be. And I'm not saying that Charlotte Flair isn't talented, but she's got to be the most least interesting, like, top star that is not a man over on the roster, either than nepotism keeping her still with the momentum. Like, so many facelifts, it's insane.
April 1st at SoFi Stadium. I'm going to put Rhea Ripley in her place once and for all.
Right now, I'm joined by the winner.
Byron, or here comes Tommy Dubois. I'm sorry, it's Byron Saxton, guys.
Rhea Ripley.
Dibi Dubois, Dibi Dubois, Dibi Dubois.
We have a response to the SmackDown Women's Champion
Sarah Smith.
continue her storied legacy by defeating you at WrestleMania.
Look, there's no denying how great Charlotte Flair's legacy is. But I don't have to be reminded every single week that she's a 14-time women's champion. Charlotte's legacy is unmatched. But her legacy will not define my destiny. I must beat Charlotte Flair. I must prove that I am the best. I must become the biggest.
I must
in this
learn how to look at the camera properly.
and I need Charlotte's title to do so. It comes down to Charlotte's legacy against my destiny.
Without me understanding, like, the JD is supposed to mean Judgment Day on her face, you could just put TGI Fridays and nothing would be the same. Just a weird-ass tramp stamp. Whoever eats in the TGI Fridays, just know that you probably never had real friends to begin with. Here comes the Street Profits.
Here's a couple of superstars that will be bringing the party to Hollywood, California.
Now Ford's actually wearing what? Wrestling boots?
The following contest is an 8-man tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, at a combined weight of 492 pounds, Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins, the Street Profits. Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins extremely excited about this weekend at WrestleMania, where they will take.
We're doing it. We're doing it like the Negroes do. Oh my god, is that a dewdrop on? Oh, it's a wrestling fan. My fault. I'm kidding. I know her name is back to Piper Nevins.
Honor Among Thieves only in theaters Friday. It's an 8-man
And here
tag
comes Strowman.
and teaming up with the Street Profits.
And their tag team partners, the team of Ricochet and Braun Strowman. days before WrestleMania, baby. How are these superstars supposed to coexist?
And Ricochet just does an Attack on Titan reference because he's a nerd.
Opportunity to size up your opponents before one of the biggest matches of your career. That's exactly what all 8 of these men look to do. This weekend,
And guys, this is not a judgment call. I'm just saying, we can understand why Ricochet's girls have been reportedly light-skinned. We know why.
Next on WrestleMania Raw.
That's his preference, though.
All roads lead to Roman Reigns.
I'm in God mode. You ain't got a chance because I am WrestleMania. I have waited my whole life. I will wait no more. Champion, I tell you, meet face to face on the last stop before
Most of the promos I witnessed for Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns have been not bad at all. And of course, they've demoted the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal because nobody gets over with it to just the final SmackDown. This is like, what, the third year in a row they've done this? They'll be in LA for the final SmackDown, so they just call it WrestleMania SmackDown. And they demoted the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal so much because it's so less important. Yet people are going to be like, oh, bro, what happened to the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal? Man, who won that last time? Cesaro? What happened to him? He's on the AEW. Oh, not a good example. Most of the guys that won that stupid thing, except I guess Corbin and Strowman, are not in the company anymore. Strowman was released not that long ago. Like, what, like a year ago by now? He's been back? What? Now we're under commercial break. I'm going to check out what's going on in the New York Knicks game. It's 81-72. The Knicks are up by 9 in the three-pointer. And it's made off Quentin Grimes from the wing. 84-72 here in the third quarter. L3 retaliation coming from Jabari Smith. Up and under off the rim. And one over Emmanuel quickly taking it to the rim. What a play. And he gets the contact and the foul. What a play. Emmanuel quickly continues to show that immense speed. And good patience in the paint, man. He's been a killer. Love watching Quickly play. I don't know if he's going to be a starter, though, with Brunson still there, but I love him over in the rotation. If we want, we can push him over to the 2. He's a good shot maker, but Grimes is still there. So many ways the Knicks can finally attack the paint, and it feels so good to actually say some positives about the Knicks for once this season. Hopefully this doesn't change next season, because I know it's not going to be that big. Knock on wood that it actually becomes a deep playoff run for the Knicks if they keep the momentum going. Depending on if the Sixers don't come to play in the postseason like they likely do, or unluck of the Milwaukee Bucks, even though they have the most on their plate, being NBA champions not that long ago, or the Celtics having one of their better seasons and Tatum becoming a bona fide star. They already have drama with their head coach that happened to leave them over the season, and of course, being as well in an affair scandal around the offseason. It's kind of crazy how the Celtics overall, they still had a great season. Still not back over commercial break yet. They're advertising over Finn Balor.
You want to lock yourself inside the cell with me?
Oh God! Please don't bring me back.
Don't you know
There's gonna be some
there is nothing
purple Venom
more
BS
dangerous
face paint.
than a caged demon?
Oh my God!
So Edge, go to your dark place.
Oh my God! He's gonna bring back the demon, guys.
Light your candles. Do whatever it is you need.
You're
to
gonna
do
say
to
him making a
unlock it,
Gangrel
to
reference? That's
summon it.
more dangerous than your crappy demon where you still do the same moves. You don't bring out a weapon.
My demons.
The only weapon that you bring out was that stupid
My demons are
chainsaw
always here.
that could take over Dallas. And, oh, there's a crappy CGI because there's nothing intimidating about a midget Irishman doing drop kicks at people. Screw Finn Balor.
WWE, there is no better venue to settle a long-standing score than inside Hell in a Cell. And this WrestleMania weekend, it will be the rated R superstar.
Going out.
the
Screw
Hall of
Finn
Famer,
Balor. I hope
for his
Edge can
work,
chair him
the
some 17
Devil
times.
Edge
Don't care
versus
about the
the
concussion
Demon,
protocol.
Finn Balor.
Treat him like Mick Foley back at the Rumble.
What a sight this is. A packed crowd tonight. 13,568 in Phoenix, Arizona.
Inexact, right?
Looking at superstars headed to WrestleMania, but they'll team up tonight. An 8-man tag. And their opponents. First, the team of Otis and Chad Gable. Alpha Academy.
I feel like you could have made Alpha Academy the same way they did with Andre Chase and just add more people. You could already make like Chad Gable a better Simon Dean. Simon Dean.
Headed to Los Angeles, Hollywood, WrestleMania. Kevin Patrick, everybody wants to look at their absolute.
Kevin Patrick, like, does that sound like these two have chemistry with one another?
That was his first match here, though. Something I'm sure the Viking Raiders have never had.
Valhalla is here.
And their tag team partners, accompanied to the ring by Valhalla.
The Highlanders! I mean, Viking Raiders.
Two of the most vicious superstars on the roster.
I'm not saying like they aren't better wrestlers than the Highlanders, but God.
Eric and Ivar, a lethal force to be reckoned with. They are as eager as anyone to compete on the grandest stage of
Didn't
them
these two
all,
come to clubs at one point?
WrestleMania. And again, this weekend at WrestleMania, it will be a fatal four-way tag team showcase match where all of these duos will compete against the other. Tonight, it is 4-on-4, 8-man tag team action. Strowman and Ricochet teaming up with the Street Profits against the Alpha Academy and the Viking Raiders. And much like we saw earlier in the night with Becky Lynch and Io Sky, this is an opportunity for both teams, or all four teams, I should say, to familiarize themselves with their opposition ahead of this weekend. So Viking
No.
Raiders' intentions, walking straight past their teammates already. And that's another opportunity for all four of these teams. And I think the Viking Raiders have realized that it's an opportunity to inflict damage on your opponents prior to the matchup this weekend at WrestleMania. And Corey, how much could a victory for any of these tag teams at WrestleMania to propel them forward into the tag team conversation? I would imagine put you right to the top of the list for a tag team title opportunity. Whoever that may be, whether it be the Usos or Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. WWE Universe here in Phoenix, firmly behind Angelo Dawkins of the Street Profits. They want the smoke. It's Dawkins and Chad Gable now. And listen, if you're a superstar,
Shoulder tackle immediately from Angelo Dawkins.
He's always
Second cover.
He's never the first tier
Over the
superstar
head.
you think of. A win at WrestleMania.
Push him over from the ropes and Gable over to get him over from the waist.
He hasn't had a great deal of W's lately on your resume. A win at WrestleMania.
This is about superior ground game he has over his wrestling history. Oh, hip toss. And look at the fast pace. You don't usually see that over somebody of Angelo Dawkins' size, and here comes Ricochet.
Gable countered.
And there's the angle lock already.
Fantastic fantastic awareness by the master technician, Chad Gable, who just ate 2 boots from Ricochet.
A nod to his tag team buddy, Braun Strowman. Oh man, this is the only tandem that haven't been champions as tag teams in WWE amongst this group.
That could very well be on the horizon for Strowman and Ricochet, and Montez having a little fun at his tag partner's expense tonight.
Oh, as soon as Ford thought he was catching momentum, now both men are trading hip tosses. Hip toss. Hip toss.
Steamboat-esque arm drags.
I forgot there's still only Gable in the ring.
Out gets Montez Ford quickly. Who could forget this cover here for Montez? His heroics at the Elimination Chamber.
Oh! Montez with a vicious backhand.
Shoot, please.
Yeah, that Gable just shooshed Braun Strowman.
Yes.
Oh, wait a minute.
Here comes Strowman.
There's a lot of meat in the ring right now.
You know, most of the other team is taller than you guys.
Let's not wait.
You guys, there's a dirty work here, King. And there's mayhem, not even the woman. Ref could do.
If these behemoths inside the ring,
Almost Otis. Otis, Strowman, and
half a ton of humanity.
Ivar. Yo, who's cussing?
Devil in the eyes of Ivar. Goes after Strowman.
Crappy uppercut. And
Otis
just pounced on him with his unborn child.
Ford taking flight.
Oh, and a power slam.
By Otis. Superhuman power. The Academy takes charge.
You remembered her favorite binky, right?
I forgot that.
Still got some basketball, and there's James B. Piece of cake around the paint shooting contest for diabetic people. And the Mavericks are finally beating a team. They're up by 23 against the Indiana Pacers, up and under. Wasn't last season Lance Stevenson playing? I wonder if he's playing back overseas, man. Shout out to Lance Stevenson. I always wanted to play like him, man. I'm joking. I'm saying that out of confidence, but respect that Lance. Make him dance, Lance. "12 seconds left, and the Dallas Mavericks will dominate against the Indiana Pacers." See what else is happening right now. Pistons versus Bucks. It's 124 to 112. Bucks continue a massive winning streak. Jaden Ivey dropping 27 points. It ain't going to help them win. I don't know if Cade Cunningham is going to make much of a difference if he came back from injury, but it sucks, man. I like Cade Cunningham. All right, we're back.
Being the BEST. And honey, You know we got that wow factor.
Crack open the roof! Anything can and probably will happen!
Tune in to Monday Night Raw, live Mondays at 8, only on USA. Breakfast deal.
You're watching WrestleMania Raw. This is an 8
Now I got him over a headlock. So it seems to be.
Braun Strowman and Ricochet and the Street Profits against the Alpha Academy and the Viking Raiders. All these superstars will be competing this weekend in a WrestleMania.
It's not Raw. I forgot what Ivar's tag team partner's name is.
Doing his best to twist Montez's head clean off his shoulders. Montez in desperate need of a tag. Trying to pry apart Eric's grip.
Oh, it's Eric.
Raiders are relentless. As Montez Ford is finding out first,
There's the tag over
shockingly
Ivar, and look at him bludgeoning hits by two heavyweights.
This is just nasty. 4 fists. I think that qualifies as clubber.
Well, you gotta say 4/5 like that. You were just a number off.
On the outside.
Beatdown continues. Tag man. Here comes Eric of the Viking Raiders.
Eric and Ivar would love nothing more.
Oh, and there's that right hand by Ivar. And combined to the knee strike by Eric. 1, 2, still near fall.
Valhalla watching on as the Viking Raiders go to work.
Isn't Valhalla married to? I know that's Sarah Logan under there.
With all the manicures and modeling, maybe some people are guilty of forgetting just how brutal Otis can be inside the squared circle.
There's Maxine looking on. She looks at Otis as a moldable piece of clay. Look at this animal magnetism. Phoenix just came to life.
You can't blame her for having interest in
Whoa!
this. Otis!
Maxine! I'm here, baby!
Come on, focus!
Otis with a little message.
Confidence is high with the big man.
We've seen in the past, beauty can motivate the big man like a few other things in life. But, Montez with a strong kick to the body of Otis.
Oh, man, Otis was barely rocked. Taking down Montez. It's hard not to be
this is
so
a wild
incredibly
momentum.
excited. 5 days from now, Hollywood.
Otis
Here we
looking like
come
still
for
Butch Magnus.
WrestleMania.
Insecurity by Ford, but barely can get himself to get up properly. Otis still stunned.
But can Montez
Eric,
make the tag?
Ivar being close to tagging himself in. And there's the hot tag on
Here
Dawkins.
comes Angelo Dawkins.
Taking out Eric. Gable for good measure.
Should have done Strowman.
Ivar courts Dawkins' momentum for the moment. Fantastic.
Back elbow by Dawkins.
Corkscrew back elbow. AD is on fire.
All over the
Oh,
big
that
body of
barely
Ivar.
got any of that Enziguri. Gable's coming in, gets an uppercut for his trouble. Boot the cut.
There's that
Angelo
athleticism.
Dawkins off the momentum.
Tag man. Here comes Eric.
Combinations of still bludgeoning hits.
Really?
Flying sledgehammers.
Cover
Cover.
here by Eric.
2. And a. Why did he do a running shooting star press?
Owens does the spectacular.
And it ends a girl.
Ricochet, he's motoring now.
Ricochet wants to keep the momentum on his team's side as we head toward WrestleMania.
Leapfrogs up the way on the right hand by Dawkins over on Gable trying to interfere. Dawkins trying to get the tag over on Strowman.
Is he attacked?
And there it is!
Strowman is in.
But everybody's outside the ring and Strowman knows what to do from there.
To a trip on the Strowman Express. Yikes! Braun Strowman
And there's a shoulder tackle. Oh, Ivar gets it as well as Gable. And Eric trying to cut Strowman off.
Maybe the next victim.
Oh, what a knee strike.
Eric to stop Strowman dead in his tracks with that knee lift.
And there's a spine buster by Strowman.
Strowman is in WrestleMania 4. Tag made to Ricochet.
The one and only.
And there's the power slam. Ricochet needing some assistance by his tag team partner.
From the shoulders of the monster.
Senton over the shoulders. But look at this.
From the
What the
heavens, Montez Ford.
directional frog splash from the heavens, cover 3. What a move for the baby faces.
Here are your winners. The team of Ricochet, Braun Strowman, and
I thought that fan was Anderson Silva for a second.
we expected
And we're only halfway there.
These 8 men delivered nothing less. Take a look at the closing moments. It is a sight to behold. Montez Ford switching directions in midair. Never mind going halfway across the ring. Not to mention halfway to the ceiling here in the footprint center. Talk about momentum now. Ahead of WrestleMania this weekend. It will be every team for themselves. Fatal 4-way in Los Angeles.
Shocked they're not doing a been there for Rhea Ripley to get any attention. Of course, I feel like they're still trying to get Rhea over because there's a fan base for her, but she's still with the heel group involving a kid that's disrespecting his father.
The results of this matchup. No doubt about it, though. Dawkins and Ford, Strowman and Ricochet feeling the momentum on their side.
I'm joined by the 2023 Royal Rumble winner, Cody Rhodes. Now, Cody, with your WrestleMania match just days away, do you think that by
It's
accepting
only going to be
tonight's
coming
match
back
against
around
Solo Sikoa,
after Mania or
put
during
yourself
Mania
in
because
a
there's still a match to be
vulnerable
announced.
position?
I love this position. Live for this position. I understand the question, though. Solo Sikoa is undefeated, like myself. Hasn't been pinned, hasn't been submitted. Now, if Mr. Heyman and Roman were standing right here, you probably need to ask them, though, do they think I have a chance tonight against Solo? Do they think I even have a chance at WrestleMania? And I'm sure they would cackle maniacally in their Samoan Goodfellas aesthetic. But I'd follow up and say, why is it so important, Mr. Heyman, that I wrestle the enforcer of the bloodline, and he always has an enforcer 6 days away from the big one? I think it's because they know. They know the answer to this question that people are starting to float around these days. Has Cody Rhodes earned it? Have I earned it? The fire didn't start when I came back at AT&T Stadium. That would be a discredit to where I've gone and what I've done. This fire started long before that. I have no intention of letting it go out. Not only have I earned it, I have lived it. Tonight, Solo Sikoa finds out he's not ready. And at WrestleMania, I defeat Roman Reigns and become the undisputed WWE Universal Champion.
Again, losing, guys. Don't like sitting on the chair and most of
The
like 3 hours,
Nightmare
bro.
realize his dream at WrestleMania. Well, first, he's going to have to get by. Well, Paul Heyman says the giant pothole in his way in Solo Sikoa tonight. All eyes ahead to WrestleMania as we go Hollywood.
I guess this is another commercial for 2K23.
Oh, my tribal chief, you are so funny.
Oh, this is Goodfellas.
What do you mean I'm funny?
Oh, is this a Goodfellas reference? What mafia movie is this?
By that, I'm funny. Does I sound funny to you? No, that's not what I mean at all. It's the way you cut a promo. It's
Cut a
the
promo.
way you sold tickets.
The way
The way
you
you
work
so
the crowd.
It's funny. It's funny. I'm funny to you, like a tribal clown. Hey, Oos, I think you got this all wrong. Yeah, man, just hold up, Oos. I think no. He's a wise man. He knows what he said. Explain to me how I'm funny to you. You know? No, I don't know. You said it. That I'm a funny guy. That I'm here to amuse you. Right? That's what you said, isn't it? It's just what he... You better watch this guy. You better watch it. I don't know about this guy. Every once in a while, I wonder about you. He was shaking. Who's this guy? Is this a check? Get this guy out of here. You believe this guy? Just last week, he was asking for WrestleMania.
it's a
Don't worry, whenever you give a person one WrestleMania ticket, you get 4. You see some guy in the street still peddling them. That still happens to this day.
You really are a funny tribal chief. Asking what would Pop-Tarts do is how
I
you
don't know. Not try to get me copyright. Yeah. It's been an alright show, guys. The 8-man tag wasn't that bad. It's pretty watchable, but pretty predictable. We know like there was going to be some like multiple hot tags. The face is supposed to get over for a multi-tag match that's going to be naturally like high spotted. And if that was the case, just why not just make it a ladder match or something? Make it more entertaining. But no. We know how it's going to be. And sadly, that was how they treated this one. But it was okay. Decent showing. I like the. I don't. No, it's not Goodfellas. What? Where's that? Let me look for that clip. Let me see. I'm a funny guy. Yeah, that's from Goodfellas. They WWE made a Goodfellas reference, and that's cool. For $500, act black in the most racist town. I can't imagine people behave like that, even in modern day. So we only got like around an hour and a half remaining here in this show, and this has been an okay build. At least they had like a vocal segment to show the Becky Lynch feud trying her best to take away as much oxygen from her breath as possible. I'm totally gonna watch that Mario movie. That's gonna look very insane. Super Mario Brothers movie, the good version this time. I swears it. WrestleMania. When's the last time WrestleMania was in Arizona? WrestleMania 26, I think. And here goes Bianca Belair. Now we're getting a segment with her.
Tennessee, Bianca Belair.
There's nothing that Bianca can't do. I remember the first day she came to the Performance Center. As soon as we saw her, we knew she was going to be a star.
When we talk about superstars in this business having that sort of indefinable, intangible quality, Bianca exemplifies. Here comes the EST of WWE, Bianca Belair.
Yeah, Bianca needs to turn heel if she loses the title or wins the title.
I am the strongest, the fastest, the roughest, the toughest, the quickest, the greatest. I'm the BEST. And that ain't up for debate.
I can sit here for hours and days and tell you how proud and excited I am for her, but the dominance has been second to none.
KOD! Congratulations to the new Raw Women's Champion, Bianca Belair.
Has she been holding that the entire year?
It's really, really special for me to see this generation have great role models like Bianca Belair.
Please welcome WWE Raw Women's Champion. We have Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair. You know, they call me the EST of WWE, which means I'm
The quickest, the toughest, the baddest, the strongest, the smartest.
No, I'm staying on ESPN. I need money.
WrestleMania without EST.
And people saying, how come it's not Rhea and Bianca? It's like, that makes sense for the storyline. Doesn't it make sense that Rhea tried to reclaim what happened to her at, 2020 when she lost to Becky, when she lost to Charlotte? Like, doesn't that make more sense? And wouldn't that be bigger for her name value? And if that was the case, we would have gotten Asuka versus Charlotte. We already seen that several times. Hollywood. I was singing. Together.
Bianca Belair is extremely busy. You can catch Bianca as well as Logan Paul.
Got a copyright.
Episode of Cold as Balls with our friend.
Cold as Balls is now getting publicly advertised.
They are hilarious.
Isn't this primarily YouTube?
And they're available every Tuesday on the Laugh Out Loud YouTube channel. Also on the Cold as Balls Facebook page and Kevin Hart's Facebook page. So check it out. It's absolutely brilliant. Austin Theory is going to have to be ice cold if he's going to get past the GOAT, John Cena. Earlier today,
oh,
the
the GOAT now, huh?
Had a message for Cena.
This Saturday at WrestleMania, I lose everything. According to you, John Cena. But that's where you're wrong. Because for some reason, you seem to have thought that you've exposed me right here on this mic. You exposed yourself. You showed the entire world that the one thing that John Cena can't see is the future right in front of his eyes. I mean, it's like you wanted to hit me with a reality check trying to tell me that nobody believes in me. No one. Not even you. Not even John Cena. But, John, you're probably wondering why I'm in this arena all alone. Well, it's simple, because there's no difference in me being in the middle of this ring in an empty arena or me being in the middle of this ring in a sold-out SoFi Stadium. And you want to know why? Because I don't do this for the WWE Universe. I don't do this for some kid growing up that wants to be the next Austin Theory. And I certainly don't do this to be the next John Cena. I do this for me.
I do this for me.
Because I had a purpose.
You got your name from a Tekken character, my dude.
About me. It's sad. It's so sad to know that I would have let you go down the hero. But you know what you did, John? You had to make this personal. And I already said it before, and there's a lot of people, hell, everybody looks up to you. But it's going to be so fitting that you're going to be looking up to me. And I'm telling you right now, that's not a theory. Because John Cena, I am going to make you believe in me. Make you believe in Austin Theory. And the WWE Universe that you love so much, I'm going to make them stop believing in you. And that's all going to happen oh so very soon on the grandest stage of them all, this Saturday at WrestleMania.
All right, that's great. Put that in the show, in the story. Put that in the micro mode.
The confidence in Austin Theory is there for all to see. He says it's inevitable that he is at this stage and set to face the 16-time world champion in John Cena. Folks, this is a match that's going to kick off WrestleMania Saturday. Be there early. Get in your seats. Go. You know what LA traffic is like.
It still boggles why they even put this as the match opener. I guess that they want something to get their fans excited for a long show.
Each night, so get there early, stay late, and enjoy the greatest event in live entertainment. The following contest is a WrestleMania Showcase qualifying match. Introducing first, Sonya Deville.
Sonya Deville returns to Monday Night Raw, and now a chance to make it to WrestleMania.
Here goes Chelsea Green. I thought she was teaming with somebody else, to be honest. She's wearing that Alicia Fox dumbass cap.
This duo seems to have a bit of potential. Sonya Deville's had a great deal of
Facing
success
Candice
with
LeRae
But
and
they have
Tamina.
to
I mean,
Shin,
Mia Yim.
Candice
Yeah.
LeRae, one team, will head to WrestleMania.
Most forgettable match possibly tonight.
We have to run to stay alive in this competition. I'm going to throw the map down in a minute.
Right, just bathroom, guys. So it's 139, 131. Oh my God, the Knicks just decimate the Rockets.
Huge news today, folks. Broken by People Magazine, revealing that Stacy Keibler will be inducted into the WWE.
Oh, Stacy Keibler to the Hall of Fame, yo. Shout out to Stacy Keibler. Stacy Keibler heading to the Hall of Fame, man.
Much deserved honor for one of the best known women in WWE history. Stacy Keibler joining Rey Mysterio, the Great Muta, and the late Andy Kaufman in the 2023 class of Hall of Fame. Broken by People Magazine today. Make sure you
She seemed to be aging pretty decently. At least you see no surgery.
streaming on Peacock this Friday. Yeah, as soon as SmackDown is over, get across to Peacock for the WWE Hall of Fame.
Do they even have enough Hall of Fame inductees? All I know is Rey Mysterio and Stacy Keibler.
Massive match coming your way here on Monday Night Raw. You don't get a WrestleMania opportunity too often, Corey, and this is exactly what it is. It's Michie and Candice LeRae taking on Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green. The winner of this match will
Oh, Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler. I keep forgetting Ronda's still in the main roster. Liv Morgan knows Natalia and Shotzi. That makes zero sense to me. It's that dull of a women's tag division because they know none of these women really like each other to begin with.
What about Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green? You wonder what the chemistry will be like between the pair talking their way into this match. Adam Pearce just wanted to get rid of him. I can understand that Chelsea Green has a tendency to be a grating on the nerves. Sonya Deville shares some of those same qualities. I can't necessarily blame Adam Pearce for putting this team together, but he might have inadvertently created a pretty effective tag team. Sonya Deville checking her run. Oh, Jin really looking for that breakout moment here in WWE. She's flirted with success on numerous occasions, but maybe wants that big-time WrestleMania victory to really hang her hat on, solidify her status. No, nobody home. Deville out of the way. Candice LeRae, of course, she's got some WrestleMania weekend plans already as her husband, Johnny Gargano, will compete at NXT Stand and Deliver Saturday morning. Grayson Waller in Johnny Gargano's way, the Crypto.com arena. Many folks, of course, will be headed to both Stand and Deliver and WrestleMania following at SoFi Stadium.
And just taking a pounding in her midsection like those guys do. I mean, Keith Lee does to her. Obviously, Keith Lee.
Sonya and Chelsea working relatively well together thus far. Still early in the matchup, an impressive tandem show of power, but changing the game. Double neck breaker. Can Michin make the tag?
Double back neck breaker.
Well played, Michin and tag mate. Candice LeRae has ideas from the height. The Poison Pixie from the top takes down Green and DeVille.
Ripcord into a clothesline. Candice LeRae's like 5'0". How she's still getting offense in it baffles me. Snapmare into a front senton while stepping on her opponent.
Here comes Michin. This could be the opportunity. Chelsea Green is down. And Michin and Candice LeRae head to WrestleMania. Cover for the victory. Sonya Deville in the way. Sonya keeping the opportunity alive for herself and Chelsea Green. Oh, my. Very unique offense from Deville. Turn around, Sonya. Michin with a drop kick.
Oh, there comes Mia Yim, or Asian Tamina.
Michin out of the way.
Oh, Chelsea Green trying to go for the roll-up. Oh, and a sucker punch. Catching Mia Yim off guard into the kill switch. What? The kill bitch, I guess. Looks stupid. It's a jumping kill switch, bro. What? A jumping in unprettier and Katie and Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville wins.
There's going to be mimosas and brunch and complaints galore. And no better place to do it than Hollywood. A tale of two Karens. And they are set to join Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan.
Why are Raquel and Liv tagging, yo? None of these bitches, except possibly Sonya and Ronda, have any chemistry because, you know, they're MMA fighters. So I guess that's their only correlation with one another. And I guess this is the Judgment Day. Wow, they really got the women's tag match out the way fast. Why did that even have to be nearly 10 minutes? And here comes Damian Priest. He's matching up against Rey Mysterio. Looks like a dark Mordecai. Shout out to anybody that watches the Ruthless Aggression and knows that reference. Damian Priest still looks like one of those weirdos that you beat up in those Arkham games when you play as Batman. You literally pummel him like a wombo combo.
In the end, was pushed over the edge, and he'll face his son Dominic at WrestleMania. But first, it's Damian Priest.
Dominic looks like one of those YouTubers that tell you how it feels to be bilingual.
Rodriguez are bringing you an exclusive look at their new film, Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves, only in theaters Friday.
WWE Universe.
Michelle Rodriguez still gets work. Wasn't she the same chick that played as Valkyrie in the Marvel movies? So under commercial break. It's getting dull. The Knicks just decimated the Houston Rockets. I know the Rockets are trying to tank, but this is even worse than when the Sixers tanked. Oh, crappy Domino's. Unpopular opinion, guys. Domino's garbage. The essential like microwave pizza garbage. And the only thing seasonable is the freaking crust. Screw. You still have those taste buds from like when you were a child, so don't you dare. Quickly had a 40-point game, and that's six man of the year for real. Facts. Quickly had an outstanding performance. Seeing the Milwaukee Bucks decimate the Detroit Pistons right now. Oh yeah, shouldn't the Sixers game be on? Yeah, it was like 131 when I was checking. Like 131 points, man. How many points have the Rockets allowed? I understand they want that Victor Wembanyama kid, but you guys don't need to suck that bad, man. I know he's got the size to like do well, but come on. It is not worth it, bro. It is not worth it. Like, all to make your franchise suck that bad, like, CR, this is what we got for the Houston Rockets this season alone. We know They want Jalen Green to produce, Jabari Smith to produce. They're already the worst in the Western Conference. That isn't hard to do. But TT Washington, like they got some good talent out of Sengun, Jabari Smith and Jalen Green, Kenyon Martin Smith, Tyree Eason. It's decent talent, but not good enough to win games. And their head coach wants to leave, and I can understand. Steven Silas wants to freaking leave. Steven Silas wants to freaking leave, man. Don't touch me, bro. Yeah, I was about to say brother.
Welcome back to Monday Night Raw, and please
Like, we just look at this one alone.
Special counsel to the undisputed WWE
130 points. 150 points. Grizzlies dropped 151 points. 121 points by the Warriors. 117 by the freaking Pelicans. Their longest streak was 3 wins this season, guys. 140 points from the Kings in 2 different occasions. Over 130 points. They suck.
Not ready. He proved it just a few minutes ago when he asked what had to be a rhetorical question. Why is it so important to fight solo 6 days before Cody Rhodes is in his first WrestleMania main event? It's not important. It's relevant. And here's why it's so relevant. Because Solo is ready to weaken Cody Rhodes for his match against Roman Reigns. Solo is not here to compete.
God damn, Paul Heyman.
Solo is here
I've never seen quintuple necks before.
Cody Rhodes, so that Cody Rhodes is not at 100% against Roman Reigns this Sunday. And if you're saying, well, that's not very dignified of the tribal chief Roman Reigns as champion, well, Roman Reigns is ready to stoop to those depths and rise to those occasions and get any advantage that he can to remain tribal chief on the island of relevancy. And that is the difference.
I really hope this is the culmination of the bloodline, guys. With Sami Zayn already turning face, could get the feel-good moment. Cody winning the world title. At least the show could be in a different direction. Do you feel like Julius Randle's still a bit overrated, even though he's having an all-star season, CR?
Looking at his hero Roman Reigns across the ring Sunday night at WrestleMania, because Cody Rhodes has never been ready. Cody
For
Rhodes
Asuka.
is ready to fill the shoes of the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. Cody Rhodes was never ready to be the man of this generation. Cody Rhodes is not ready to defeat your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, this Sunday at WrestleMania. Cody Rhodes needs to be ready to take the beating that will be inflicted upon him by Solo tonight.
Mountain of ebony flesh. Yo, Matt Striker, you need to leave.
That Roman Reigns will dump on him this Friday face-to-face at SmackDown.
Stop looking down on the ground, Paul. I get it.
Sunday night, the only thing he's going to be ready for is to lose to Roman Reigns. And then Cody Rhodes, I implore you, be ready for the greatest moment of your entire existence. When in the glory of your own defeat, when you disappointed the WWE Universe, be ready to acknowledge your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, in the main event this Sunday of WrestleMania.
Paul, just get the beard, bro. I already see that aftershave. It's depressing. Well, we still have our main event yet to come, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget, Damian Priest is still waiting in the ring, even though we literally went over like 2 segments of promos and vignettes. It's a damn shame. The music is still playing, even though they were just displaying a vignette. And here comes Dominic. with the purple Air Jordans.
It takes a real lowlife to hit your own child. I thought you were a deadbeat then. Now, you really are a deadbeat. Everyone saw the video of you attacking me. And after
Dominic needs to join the flock.
tonight, and I humiliate you.
The flock's of bitches.
WrestleMania,
Now you got a tear. That is so Sharpied in.
will really know what a failure of a father you really are. Someone roll the footage. You gonna give me what I want? Huh?
Give me what I want.
Come on. Or are you gonna run away? Hey everybody, I have my mom and my sister here with us tonight. Oh, what you gonna do about it?
Whoa.
Mom? Shut up!
You're right, we're gonna take that type of disrespect. There's only one thing, you can say whatever you want, but you can never disrespect your own mother.
I didn't want to hit you. You don't disrespect your mother like that. Wanted to fight?
Ray, if you were black, you would have already beaten his ass. You didn't even need a good reason like disrespecting the mother. You just do it because you messed up something that you own. Sorry, that's coming from experience, guys.
Y mi hermana nunca me soportaban a mí. Siempre escogían el lado de mi padre.
Do I have any translators?
Mi hermana no vale nada. Por eso no esperaba absolutamente nada de ella. Porque yo estoy más alto y más guapo que mi jefe. Toda mi familia estaban celosos de mí.
Translator.
What kind of father hits his own son? What kind of mother sits there and does nothing? The silence was deafening. I should have told her to shut up a long time ago.
I still don't feel like the Judgment Day needed this. I know this was the best option for Dominic to branch out over, but you just needed him being a piece of shit son. Everybody can relate to that. And plus, the group of Finn Balor, Priest,
But I
and
wish Eddie was my real father.
oh,
And you never existed. Because my entire family is a disgrace to the Mysterio name. And the Mysterio name will be mine at WrestleMania.
Zero till idiot kick. Oh, here comes Rey Mysterio.
Dominic Mysterio.
Yucca.
Big question, Dom's
Yes.
motive, but it's all going down at WrestleMania.
From San Diego, California, Ray.
I'm sure Ray just heard everything that Dominic just said, and then some.
The most emotional weekend of Rey Mysterio's life awaits.
No energy coming out of Rey Mysterio. All business, knowing what ahead of him is something that's possibly going to be the worst day of his life, win or lose. All right, we're over another commercial break, guys. I'm going to be checking over play-by-play over the Sixers and Nuggets game. Currently, the Nuggets lead by 10, 13-23, with only 2.5 minutes remaining here in the quarter. You should get bumps, some type of child-proofing on the tables. Any accident can happen. Still 50 seconds remaining. What was the delay for? The Bucks should have been win. I know the New York Yankees just decimated the Tampa Bay Rays recently. I just checked over the spring game. There's only 3 days left until the regular season, guys. Cannot wait. Cannot wait. And tomorrow, the Yankees play off against the Nationals. So right now, they already display in progress the San Francisco Giants are losing 2-1 against the Athletics. Then we got the Dodgers actually losing to the Angels. Jesus. Are the Rangers finally not going to be disappointing? Like, there's no way you should be losing 4-2 to the Royals. The Royals and the Guardians versus the Diamondbacks is still scoreless. Jesus Christ. I still hate that name. 25-20 right now. Utah Jazz versus the Suns is still in a slow burn game.
That is blocked, so we're going to have a foul or goaltending here. One of the two here. Jokic went out at 23-13. Nuggets. There is.
My apologies, guys. We should have been back in the game by now. Five guys. Dance. We're still in commercial break for Monday Night Raw. Nuggets are moving out the ball now. Maxey in the screen. Coming from Milton, corner 3, missed. Put back over Milton and won 24-25. No, that's McDaniels. My fault. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da.
Streaming exclusive
1 p.m. is crazy, though.
Cannot wait for Stan to deliver Saturday afternoon.
Still,
Tonight, it's Monday Night Raw.
trying to catch him from below. Rey Mysterio not playing any game. All of business for him. Trying to go for that Bulldog. Over from the second rope. Hits it. Damian Priest was trying to evade him for reversal. Master of the 619. Letting out any type of arsenal. I don't know if this match is good for frustration reasons. Obviously, this is a roadblock for Rey. Heading over to the pay-per-view. Oh. Plancha from the top. Oh, trips his balance over a taller opponent and hits him with a roundhouse. Split leg. Oh, lion salt. Springboard lion salt for the second rope. It's no good.
Dominic and Damian have had a few discussions about what Damian's role is tonight on Monday Night Raw. Much like Solo Sikoa is looking to soften up, if not destroy the American Nightmare later tonight, I guarantee you, Priest is thinking about, putting a beating.
Springboard cross body. Damian Priest catches. STO. Flying STO for the cover. 2. Still not good enough.
Rey Mysterio's still alive. Take a look at the power of the punishment of the Judgment Day. Flatliner drives Rey face first in the middle of the ring. But Mysterio survives. But now look at this. Damian Priest stalking Mysterio. Priest now at pace. Hooked by Rey. Savvy move by the future Hall of Famer. Is not where Priest wants to be right now. Oh, here we go. Time to dial it up.
Oh, trying to attempt the 619. What was that little technical glitch they had around the barricades? Near fall trying to attempt a 619 cut off over Damian Priest, going for a lariat. Boom! That nearly took his head off. Saw the impact right there. Still not good enough. Tosses him from behind over to the turnbuckle. Over in the corner, Priest trying to launch Rey Mysterio up top. High-risk maneuver inside, ladies and gentlemen. Whenever you're on top, somebody's going to drop. And Priest got him over and wringing his neck with his bare hands. But this can only end one way. Trying to go for a top rope choke slam. Mysterio over from the top. And there's a hard time running from this top rope over at Damian Priest. And drop kicks him over to the second. Heading for the 6, 1, 9. And it delivers. Oh, Dominic. There, DQ finish. Does Priest even have a match? Because I know he's possibly going to be in Finn's corner. Even if it's the more important feud, but... Oh, sounds like we got a guest possibly. Oh my God. Guess who it is?
We go. That too.
Oh. To be honest, I was expecting a scream destructor.
I'm eating Honey Nut Cheerios. I don't think I got time for screaming right now.
Fair enough. I mean, Honey Nut Cheerios wouldn't be my choice, but...
It's what I have.
All right. Oh, we got another guest here. It's the Swerve Show. What's popping?
Hello, what's up, Vince McMahon? What up, my Istraka?
You can say it, pal. I own all of you. And the Blacks as well.
Man, Destructor, man, April 4th is coming around the corner. What's going down?
You mean April 3rd? I'm not telling. You'll have to wait and see.
Are you quitting? Because that's what I was thinking. The first thing that came to my mind is that you're tired of it like I am, and that it's just not worth it, and it's stressful, and all the hard work you put in, you're just like, F this, I'd rather do something else. That's my first thing that came to my mind.
You will have to wait and see. I'm not telling.
Are you going to roast yourself?
You'll have to wait and see. I'm not giving any info.
Damn.
I'm betting it's an OnlyFans. Destruction's making the money.
Oh, hell no.
Somebody said it's like Linkin Park lyrics or something like that. And I went back into your community tab, and I was like, it does sort of look like Linkin Park shit.
Metallica's me. I know something that's going to be unpopular opinion.
I don't even listen to Linkin Park. That's for emos.
Ah, man, damn it.
There's some decent albums over on Linkin Park. Yeah, the latter half is okay, but...
I like Hybrid Theory. That's pretty cool when they mixed it up. Him, Jay-Z, and then some other guy. I forgot, Stained.
Well, I need to check that out, man. I don't think I've seen that before.
I prefer more extreme, faster things. Thank you very much.
Like your mom. Oh, WrestleMania.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm more excited about April 5th. I'm going to watch that Mario film. That can either be very, very bad or very, very mid. I don't know if it's going to be in the same level as how the Sonic the Hedgehog films has been. Knowing like the Sonic the Hedgehog film's been carried by Jim Carrey. No pun intended, but...
Well, it's Jim Carrey. He's quite good, you know.
He's always been good.
Yes. Plus, you have Idris Elba's Knuckles, so it helps the movie even more.
Didn't Idris Elba voice act as Knuckles?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Perfect. Yeah, you sound great on Knuckles, I'll tell you that much. Now we just gotta wait for who the hell Shadow will be voiced by in like the third film. My money should be on freaking Kona Reeves, but I don't know if they're gonna have the money for that.
Boogs is still here? Oh, yeah. Boogs is still here, and so is Elias. Guys, just go take over Impact or something. I don't know. That's my favorite picture. Jesus Christ.
And it's so bad. Like, they really.
It's my house. No.
And
overrated bitch. Fuck.
Oh, for sure. I was listening to somebody's podcast, maybe like Conan's or something like that, and he's just like, it's kind of crazy that Tony Khan signs Paige when he has what's her name, who's exactly like her, the champion. Oh my god.
Women getting signed on AEW is like an offensive lineman being signed on an NFL team. Yeah, it's an important position. It's supposed to be an important position, but no one cares.
Exactly.
That's mean, but it's also.
But you know what's funny though? As you say that, I have Joe Burrow's picture up on there, and I've been listening to ESPN these last few days, and there's been a contract battle with their offensive lineman, and I never knew this. Their left offensive lineman doesn't want to switch over to the right side because it's a drop in pay, because left side gets paid more because quarterbacks tend to run on that side because they're right-handed people.
Yeah, they're primarily right set. There's not that many left-handed quarterbacks.
Right. So I was like, damn, that's pretty crazy, right? Just to think about that, like, damn, all your life you've been practicing one side, and then you're like, man, you get to the NFL, you're like, oh, fuck.
Oh yeah, if you remember Richard Sherman, he used to play wide receiver before he played cornerback.
Oh damn! What happened? Why did he just suck, or he was better at cornerback?
Stopped at catching, yeah. And that's a Super Bowl. That's a Super Bowl winner, so they know what they're talking about. Most of these guys, they'll be drilling. They'll know their reps and know what they're doing properly. Sometimes you'll see an edge rusher turn into a nose. Like most of these hybrid linebackers, they'll move over to the right position.
Oh my, there, John.
Joe Burrow looks like a dyke in that picture. I'm not gonna lie to you. Speaking about dykes, screw Brie Larson. The MCU dies.
But on some positive news there, John, at least for you, DST, your New Jersey Devils. Pretty proud of them this year?
I'm super proud of them, man. The only thing I missed was, of course, their road game against Islanders not that long ago.
And I'm assuming they lost.
I still haven't made it to the arena yet.
Oof. Well, on the good news, at least you're making the playoffs. Now, don't choke, though. That's the only thing you got to do. Don't choke.
I can't promise that.
Yeah, it's true. You have a bunch of inexperienced little kids, so they have no clue what they're doing.
It's either I can't get stuff off Chital or Fox. Oh wait, no, this is the Rangers. My fault. So I'm sorry. That's high expectations. The Rangers have high expectations. Do you feel like they're overrated still, even though they got Kane?
I mean, they're still an overrated poverty franchise, but they actually have a shot at the cup this year.
They're a poverty original 6 franchise. Get it right. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true there, John. They are the OG original poverty good but not good enough franchise.
Who's this? The Devils?
No, this is the Rangers. Rangers were part of the original 6 over in the NHL. And they haven't gotten as much success as the Maple Leafs did before, like their drought of Stanley Cups or the Chicago Blackhawks.
That's Bruins, crazy to think that, man.
Bruins,
Canadians, pretty much every other Red Wings, pretty much all the original 6 have at least 5+ Stanley Cups. I think it's like 6 is the minimum, while the Rangers only have a pitiful 4. So the New York Islanders, who haven't been around for half as much time as existence, have the same amount of Stanley Cups as the Rangers. And the Devils, who've been around for almost around the same amount of times the Islanders, only have 1 cup less than the Rangers. So let that sink in.
That's telling you something.
The Islanders were crazy in the early 80s, the Devils in the mid 90s. Damn, the Devils were unstoppable in the late 90s.
Unless they face Patrick Waugh, that is.
Yep, I was just going to say that. Patrick Waugh.
That sounds like it sounds. It sounds like that, though. Patrick Waugh.
That's the only thing we live by, though, here in New York is the Rangers, because everybody says that they wish that management treated the Knicks the same way they treat the Rangers there. But that just goes to show.
But here's the thing. At least there was not that long ago. There was a winning culture over in the Rangers. It took a while for Willis Reed, former NBA champion, 2-time NBA champion, back in 78 and 70 and 72.
Mm-hmm.
That's the last time the Knicks even won something.
Yeah, they heal him out on the court.
They haven't even made it to the conference final. No, not the NBA final since the '99 season. That's depressing.
Against the Houston Rockets, and John Starks missed 11 3-pointers. You son of a bitch!
And now the most relevance we had over in the postseason is getting pimp slapped by Trae Young, that literally has baby pubic hair on his head and just chucks threes.
That 90s team, though, with the Knicks, when everybody thought Allen Houston was the next Michael Jordan, and they gave him like $1 billion. Damn.
No, I think they gave him like 10 million. 10 million. It wasn't that the highest paid?
It was a lot back. Yeah, it was crazy amount back then. Damn, but they had the team that had Patrick Ewing, Allen Houston, Sprewell, Chris
Larry
Childs.
Johnson. Don't forget about Larry
Johnson with the 4-point playoff. Damn, yeah, you're right. And damn. That was the team.
All these guys a cleaner sheet than Karl Malone. Don't touch kids.
Wasn't it legal though, or no?
What's up?
Wasn't there was some like I've recently heard about this maybe like 5 years ago. Like, wasn't there something legal though behind it? Sort of like what's his name from or was it illegal? Yeah, Karl Malone, that girl he dated, was it legal or something like
illegal? 13-year-old that he was allegedly hanging around with around I think it was in 1995, around the mid to early 90s.
Damn, and we thought Dennis Rodman was the weird one.
Rodman was weird, but he's not kids weird.
Nah.
I mean, you see him in a wedding dress. I fuck around with that than I do with a kid.
I wish he joined the WNBA.
The WNBA? Oh, John Stockton
will live.
All those trannies would get posterized by John Stockton. I heard one of them did OnlyFans. How you get underpaid in OnlyFans? That's crazy for a woman.
Well, I mean, it's all about looks and only hoes. I mean, if you're not good looking, you're not gonna get money. I mean, it's really that simple. And WNBA players, they're barely women. I mean, for God's sakes, even the WWE women are more women, and they're like She-Hulk trannies. So that should tell you something how bad the WNBA players' looks are. They can't succeed on only hoes. I mean, for God's sake, even like bottom-feeding indie wrestlers like Brandy Lauren can succeed on OnlyFans.
Families. You see a midget like Johnny Gargano had got kids. We know Keith Lee can't get it up, and of course, when's the last time you ever heard of like a WNBA star's family? Like you never heard of it. Like Steph Curry's kid. LeBron James got like a son that's going to be like going to college basketball soon. And we know Michael Jordan had sons. They weren't successful basketball-wise, but still.
But they banged Scottie Pippen's wife, so damn.
Everything Scottie Pippen related gets banged. Like it's like why he's second best or why his son is,
But why does the world have to go around so badly for him when he always plays second fiddle to Jordan and then that happens too? Like,
the saddest thing was like Scottie Pippen wasn't even that bad of a player. He still made it to the NBA title game more times than Jordan.
Dude,
who do you think they lost to?
You're right.
In that Houston Rockets team. He was
as I get older, I think Pippen. As I get older, there's sometimes I think Pippen is better than Jordan, and there's a lot of proof behind it.
Even like defensive wise, he even made it to a lot of all defensive first teams, and it's all because Jordan was just the higher overall scorer.
There was something where I Googled it too, and there was somebody comparing it where games that Scottie Pippen sat out, they lost. There was one playoff game in '94, something like that, or when Jordan came back that he sat out and they lost. And then when he got traded to the Blazers, they still made it to the playoffs. And of course, when Jordan got traded to the Wizards, he was a former shell of himself. And they didn't start winning until they got Pippen. He had the 3-point shot, like you said, the defense, everything, and it just Jordan had the like that it factor, like, and Scottie Pippen looked like a doofy looking dinosaur. Like that's, but honestly, like, yeah, it could be just like that.
I have a theory why that we never hear about WNBA players not having any families. It's probably because they're on birth control 24/7 and no one wants to have children with them. Or there's a lot more. Well, yeah, the T. The T is too high.
They keep scissoring each other over on the. That's why they take casual.
Oh God! Well, not to mention, even if they could have children, they would have to sit out basically like an entire season and, probably even more. So it's like they don't do that.
You know what, Destructor? You know how sad it is? Like, these women have to be carried around by the NBA property so much when obviously the NBA quintuples their profits nearly every year, even though they have sagging ratings. That is so depressing, knowing like the only way these chicks are ever going to be in video games if 2K is dropping a video game. And you know damn well no person plays that.
Well, yeah, because the NBA is a literal brand, and plus, certain franchises of the NBA, since they're so historic, they'll just keep making money no matter how garbage they are. So it's pretty much the same thing with every sport.
I feel sorry for your mother. That's what she looks like.
Dave Meltzer gave me 5 stars in WNBA match.
I didn't know Mia Yim can dunk.
This is when I knew the girls were going to start looking ugly when they promoted her as the face of the NBA when they first started. I was like, F this shit.
Hey, ugly bitches can either read you anime or read you manga, or they can play sports. Play the sports.
Either way, they're unfuckable, and get the fuck away from me.
There was one girl, though, last night on the college NCAA that I came across by accident. Like, it was like on Channel 3, the Snow Channel.
Oh, that fight that happened between those girls?
Oh, no. There was some girl. I swear to God, she had like TikTok shorts on, and she looked a little bit pretty. And I was like, they need to start doing that for the pretty girls with the fat asses. TikTok.
Oh, you mean the buns and basketball stuff I've been seeing on the internet?
Oh, damn, I haven't seen that. I just saw her cheeks.
Oh, look it up, Swerve. Look it up.
Buns and basketball
with the right production. These women can make something. Get the Botox, get the Brazilians. Do not care.
Oh my God.
Don't need contracts. They don't need contract extensions. They just need stripper poles. That's an extra 3 points, Destructor. Put that down. I'm making my own basketball league.
Yes, that'll be more money. Okay, Botox, breast implants. Yes, let's get all that. Let's have them be pretty much more disgusting looking than modern day Angelina Love. Yes, I like that idea.
We'll have a bunch of Naomis on the floor. None of them can dunk, but at least you'll be paying attention whenever whoever doesn't has the ball or not.
Exactly. That's some work rate. We can get some decent ratings. There you go.
Oh my God, she didn't dribble it, but she's still walking. Gotta love the effort right there.
Well, I'm boned.
Here's somebody in the comment section.
Have you heard about John Morant making it back over since his little controversy?
Making it back over where? To the strip club?
There's a parade in my city, eh? Gun charge Morant.
Somebody said that gym probably smells like ass with the buns and court thing.
Oh my God.
When they sweat. I can see that. There's a lot of few girls in here. I'm gonna share in there.
Oh, yeah. Please go ahead.
There's some that you could be like, and then there's some that you could be like, man, do not hit a crossover or something. There's somebody twerking in the middle. What the hell? Oh my God. I thought. Here.
Jesus Christ.
I'll try to blur it out real quick. My little ugly. Ah! The fuck?
Who's cousin Luke? Why is it with a K? You know they're black. And they just add an unnecessary word that sort of sounds the same.
Oh, shit. I got a bra up here, too, that's showing. Yeah. Nipple. What?
I couldn't tell if those were glasses. Oh, it is a bra.
Free ratings, Maggle.
Ratings, Maggle. I got on my baby mama that plays the one.
Oh, yeah.
Is that Ricky Starks?
No, this is I was looking at fake action figures, and this is a fake Razor Ramon. He was called Razor Hall.
That looks like a 3 on his head.
And this was a real WWE action figure around the same time in 93 or 95.
Oh, wow.
That's
like, here's the comparisons. Like, Jesus Christ.
Love the AW action figures. Don't they go for like $3 now?
If that. Let's ask Tony Khan. Wow.
I swear, it's invisible in court. We have higher ratings. We get lesser viewership on Rampage than Grimm's Toy Show.
You know you don't need a green screen now anymore. You could just turn it off and you could be in a shit. That's pretty.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, you just go to a virtual thing and everything. And so much for this freaking crap that I got. Well, it's bad.
But it still costs money, so I'm good.
Nah, it's free. I'm on it for free.
Oh, it's a free feature?
Yeah, there's a lot of free stuff right now. I'm on it right now. A ton of free things. Music in the background. You could blur your background, unblur it, so you can be clear like that. That's pretty cool. You could be in. You could eat her ass out on green screen.
Well, who's that?
Alexa Bliss, them cheeks right there. Yeah.
Oh, that's Alexa.
Oh,
really? It looks more like Mid Morgan, but then again,
is that Seth Rollins? I mean, no, is that CM Punk? Go back to the one with the ball gap. Yeah, that's CM Punk when he's getting butt fucked by Shawn Michaels. Weirdo with those fanfic IG shit. That's still weird.
Kick me, cut me, don't you know that right me?
Oh my god. Hey, is that Chelsea Green or Carmella? What's the difference here?
Exactly.
I think that's Carmella.
Yeah, it's Carmella. Could be in the crowd. I could be like Ricky.
Well, at least Carmella looks somewhat better now.
I heard Tozawa got a kid. Look how surprised you look.
Tozawa.
They're showing right now. Gunther beating the shit out of Dolph Ziggler.
Gunther.
I was about to do a reaction because somebody was they did a top list on the people that had like weight problems.
Yeah,
and it's like Vince shouldn't be fat shaming his wrestlers. It's like he should. You look how good Gunther came from looking like a New Year's fucking baby, and look at him. He's already imposing. He just needs to look in good shape.
Yep.
I don't need to see Liv Morgan's kink, Swerve. That's
is there something? Oh, there's a video that I remember Vince McMahon speaking to Keith Lee in the back, and you could read body language, and he's giving Keith Lee props, and he goes like, when you say something like, I mean, look at you, you're big, you're awesome, but when he goes, look at you, he looks down at his stomach and subconsciously points at his stomach. So I was just like, yeah, he ain't.
What trimester are you on, pal? Pal, that's
pal.
I'm gonna share this picture of them two in a minute, and you're gonna be like, "Yeah, you could tell that Vince McMahon wasn't feeling Keith Lee."
Fat as shit. Vince got to sound like Negan from fucking Walking Dead. With Negan from Walking Dead.
You can't say that word. You're black.
Who the hell is that?
Is that with an E-N or an A-N?
Oh, here's the thing, there, Keith Lee. You may be a great athlete, but you need to lose the weight there, fatty. You fat fuck, fatty McFat tub.
We're making you wrestle more so you can lose the fucking pounds, you fat ass. That's why you're wrestling 20-minute jobber matches. Look at this. Get your fat ass away from me, pal. I had to deal with Mark Henry for 20 years, but at least he can weight lift.
And he lost the weight.
Back to catering with your fat ass. Looking like Patrice O'Neal.
Well, speaking of fat,
motherfucker.
Well, on to some other fat black people that are like twice the size of Keith Lee. EDP. There's some good news. EDP is broke. No, he's broke. So he's gonna be homeless very soon. He's selling his anything he can just so he can stay in like some place. So good news is EDP is the karma starting to get to him. It started with the Chiefs, winning the Super Bowl. It's now he had from a kidney failure. How ironic! Damn. And now homeless.
What's the third strike?
Now we're just waiting for the fourth and final strike. His death from a heart attack. That'll be the perfect ending in a whole year span. Like, think about it. That'd be perfect, wouldn't it? Like,
lose the Super Bowl, die of kidney failure, and Jalen Hurts wants to get traded. Amazing.
yeah. Just have that be like the thing that puts him over the edge. It'll be beautiful, and we'll all probably celebrate his death because we're all cruel people in the best way possible.
I want to feel bad, and I used to feel bad. It's like guys go through the wrong path. Sometimes there's people that actually behave like this. EDP, this is more than one time that you've done this.
And he's not sorry for it.
And he's not sorry, and you still wanted to still profit over your own name instead of get yourself rehabilitated. I don't care if you choose not to go to jail, but at least admit what you did was wrong and try to get yourself rehabilitated. That's one thing. Unless you officially actually tried to do the act and not bring cupcakes to the goddamn door.
And I was coming up to pick up a cupcake and I was gonna pick up.
Oh my. Please, no, I was not trying to think about that. Now EDP's reminding me of that Oklahoma City Thunder fan that showed up with like a cupcake surrounding his stomach.
We love cupcakes, yes we do. E-I-E-I-O.
EDP saying, "Hey Wendy, are you under 18?" Oh God. It's Eat That Premature Pussy 445 here, telling you that you subscribe to my Daily Motion. He's that broke. He has to go to these declining streaming services. Go to Omegle. I won't flash you. Don't!
You know, it's funny when you said Jalen Hurts wants to trade, and I Googled that real quick without realizing you were joking. And the Eagles tweeted out that Theory stole Jalen Hurts' speech or something like that. So that's pretty funny. I was here before a reason or opinion or a purpose or some crazy shit. I guess Jalen Hurts said that first.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, how inspiring is Austin Theory? Didn't he get his name from like one of those Tekken characters?
Yeah.
Keep hearing it like, oh, it's such a fun fact. A wrestler got his name from a video game character.
That makes you a fucking nerd.
A nerd, bro. And they keep trying to feel like nerd culture would be more relatable to most of the wrestling fans. No.
All it does is make your wrestlers look like losers. Like, bruh. Like, unless you're like a comedy mid-card character, like, get this nerd culture shit out of here. Like, nerd culture has its place in society, but like, not in wrestling. Wrestling should just be like, you know, manly shit. Like, it should be like an over-the-top parody of masculinity in a sense, like how the 80s culture was. That's kind of what wrestling will always be.
Connor the Crusher sounds like he gets more pussy than Austin Theory. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I mean, he had the greatest match of all time against Cancer. You know, a dream match of the ages. Tap out Connor. Tap out Connor. Tap out Connor.
That's wrong. What? He didn't make it.
Cancer wins. Cancer wins. Cancer wins the WWA World Championship. There, John.
At least Connor didn't make to live through the rest of this garbage.
He did not have enough fight in him. He sadly had to tap out to Cancer.
Oh. This is fucking...
Oh. Yeah, it's so funny.
Oh my God.
I might do that. If EDP dies, I might just make a mockery out of his fucking like death and just do like some parody WWE commentary.
You sick son of a bitch!
So you're not leaving YouTube. You just threw it out by accident.
Well, I never said. I mean, I could be joking for all I know. You don't know. Again, April 3rd.
EDP dropped a bag of cupcake mix on his.
I bet when EDP dies, he's probably gonna have some some junk food or the cupcakes, some fucking like diet soda, some fucking pizza, and like chicken on him, like something like that. And the pizza's probably gonna be like, I don't know, like Pizza Hut or something or Domino's, because that's what you like.
His final meal.
Literally, like fuck. Bastard. Like I mean, like bro, you don't need to eat that. Did you? I mean, there was pizza. Like bro, did you see that one video of him eating like basically 2 whole boxes of pizza?
No, that's wrong. Let me see.
It was like
he not be doing this to himself.
It was from like Domino's. He drank like fucking some cola or some shit. And, like, oh my god, it was like he ate like too many slices. Like, bro, that's crazy. I know it's Domino's, but like, bro, I think like at most half a Domino's is good enough for any person.
That's why they're profiting. You don't need to buy at least like $1 worth of a slice. You buy the whole pie. When you're a lonely fat piece of shit, you'll come around eating like 2 pies. And this was a deleted video from like 2 years, 2021. Why did you upload this? And he's reviewing a whole pie. You know damn well he already ate the whole thing before and after the recording.
No, he eats it while the video goes on and reviews it. That's literally the whole thing. It's literally a mukbang. Like, bruh, I don't get it with EDP. Just
I don't get
Jesus
it with
Christ.
mukbangs. So.
Yeah, and that's just like that's just so wasteful. Like, it's a waste of food. Like, I can understand like, hey, you want to have like order a bunch of food. You have like a bunch of friends. You know, you're watching like the game or something, or I don't know, whatever it is, like a party. Like, that's fine. But like, bro, at most you need 1 box for yourself. Unless you're living with someone, then I don't know, get a large for fuck's sakes. Like something. You only need 1 box. Like, you don't need that much.
Honestly, there'll be like a whole like family's worth of food on 1 plate, and there's like, yo, is it good or not, bro? Because then the person adds fucking cheese and shit or some type of dressing. It's like, what else it needs? Explain this. That's basic heartburn. And Nikocado avocado is like the basics of this. EDP like waddling like a walking, talking trash bag, looking like that Pokemon.
I got
It's
AEW
literally
fans
garbage.
going crazy on Twitter because I compared saying Jericho. I'd rather have Jericho on my side than CM Punk, and it's just I don't care about either of them. But I just said that CM Punk dissed the LGBTQ, special needs, religion, sued his best friends, hate everyone, insulted the boss, versus Chris Jericho, who helps friends, and he's always #1 on GoFundMe pages. And
They're
he
both
stepped up to
pieces of shit. I don't care about both.
And he stepped up to Brock Lesnar. Like, if you have a friend that gets beat up by Brock Lesnar and he stepped up to him, I was like, yo, what's your deal? You want to fight me with that Randy Orton elbow to the head? That's somebody I want on my side. Like, sheesh.
At least he has balls, even to be stupid. It takes guts to go up to fight Brock Lesnar and then proceed to get your ass kicked. But it's like, well, at least you're brave enough to fight Brock Lesnar.
Right?
You said you're brave, not smart. We said that you're brave, not smart.
Yeah, exactly.
CM Punk went to UFC. That was
stupid. But big ups, man. Big ups to Jericho. I'll still take Jericho's side over Punk any day, because any person that just put a guy under the bus because they couldn't get him over, and then blatantly try to like discredit the company over most of this, all because of stuff that he chose to do. And this is the second company that he chose, because over that scenario that he had with Moxley was still willing to get him over.
Yep.
Even though he was suffering over an injury.
But yeah, that's just how it is. I mean, CM Punk is just
I think Moxley was just pissed off. Like Jericho was the #1, if not the #1 donator to DeMar Hamlin, which is that's dope. But with Moxley, I think Moxley has been in AEW every day busting his ass. And he was supposed to take that vacation break, and then he sees CM Punk coming in and out, and getting the world title handed to him, winning the tournament and doing this. Moxley was just like, nah, F that. I'm not losing to you. I've been here from day one. You keep on fucking around, you're losing to me. That's how I feel like he might have taken it.
You know what's the saddest fact of all this? Punk is still blatantly the biggest draw AEW still has. That's the saddest thing.
But on the right news, I think if you wanted to piss off more AEW fans, you should have just did the Virgin Chad meme, where CM Punk is the Virgin and Chris Jericho is the Chad, just because that's humor. Gotta get with the program, these kids, They love that silly nonsense.
Sonny Kiss has more testosterone than CM Punk, and I'll take that to the day he dies.
And that guy's a
Punk
faggot.
has the same face as his ugly ass, tiny ass dog that got mollywopped in that little scrum that happened.
Apparently, some broad got inducted to the Hall of Fame. I forgot who it was.
Oh, Stacy Keibler.
Oh, long legs, bitch. Okay, at least that's cool.
Vince still looks like he's calling him the N-word and telling him to get out of his face. I can't edit out that much, fat pal.
Yeah, I don't know. Never cared too much of Stacy. She's not really my type, but good for her. Still better than like a lot of the broads now.
Oh my God! Somebody said that. Oh, Jericho's wife helped assault the Capitol. Yeah, she took a freaking selfie on the grass.
Apparently, that constitutes it's like political violence. Apparently, you cannot post a selfie on the day of the cringy Attitude Era like Capitol building. Okay, let's not go into conspiracies right now.
Okay.
But still, you taking a picture of some corny political event, like that's nothing.
What about you be like Patrick Mahomes' brother and you do a TikTok dance on the memorial of Sean Taylor, a dead NFL star that got gunned down?
Damn.
That really happened. Jackson Mahomes really fucking did that.
There was the ropes too.
And guess what? Patrick doesn't fuck with his own brother that badly. He doesn't even bring him to his bachelor party.
Damn, that's rough.
I want to fuck with him. I want to fuck with him too. He looks like a fat. I'm trying not to, but he really does look like that. And he just comes dancing around with his own wife, trying to, reap the benefits of his more successful, talented brother.
Shit, I wish I had a talented brother. I'm freaking trying to copy Joe Cronin and Wrestling Inc. with podcast.
You need more slow people on your channel. Like
No, I don't. No, I don't. I have too many slow people on my fucking channel. I don't. Besides you and probably Rose Montana, I don't know anybody else that's normal. And Destructor, but that's we crazy as well.
You need to find somebody that talks about Power Rangers a lot more often.
Oh, fuck that bitch.
Something that's more culturally relevant than the good old wrestling there, John. I don't know.
John.
Like of course, my favorite punching bag, Sneeko.
Oh, of course.
I mean, hey, if you follow my other Twitter account, I've been brutally roasting this clown. What is
it? What's your? I'll follow it right now. What is it?
If you go on my wrestling profile, it says go follow at this account. To be honest, because I post there way more than I do on my wrestling account.
Okay.
Let me check it out.
Destructor01 that I follow.
Yeah, didn't Sneeko allow his girl to get fucked by another guy?
Yeah, but he even has there's like a fucking video of it where you can watch like the whole thing, but the gist of it is like he went to like a swinger party, sex party, whatever the fuck it is, like cringe shit. But anyway, he literally watched his girl get fucked by another dude, and he was right next to it. Like he was getting really it was really fucking like, oh wow. And he willingly let it happen. And then he said he had PTSD war flashbacks, but then he just walked up and left. But then he's like, it's like, never mind, I gotta go see how it is. And then he tries to cope by saying, oh, every guy should do it. One's like, are you, dude, seek therapy.
His girl was already asking for him to come back to the room, but there was already some on her back anyway.
Well, she's definitely a hoe type character because fucking. After all, Sneeko did cheat on his ex before with some other broad, and come on.
Sneeko's the one who does the cheating?
Yeah, it was a different relationship.
Oh, he's a piece of shit.
Yeah, but he did it.
That's karma. And you know what's the saddest thing about all this? He asked for it. Why was he watching?
He's not even just physically cucked, sexually. He's mentally cucked.
He's emotionally cucked. This is why he's doing that red pill shit to begin with, to cope that he's not masculine, that he has to revolve his confidence within another guy like Andrew Tate. So, fuck this guy.
I mean, he'll try to fight women or people who are smaller than him who completely own him, like Moist Critical, but yet won't fight people who's the same size as him, like Brandon Buckingham. It's I don't know. What does that tell you?
I think this is the same type of momentum that men are trying to use to feel like they're in a dominant role, like anybody that forced themselves to be a conservative just to get on the good side. She want head. Fuck that bitch.
Yeah, I guess, but still, Sneeko's he's not even he's quote unquote conservative. He's I don't even know what to say. That guy
women need to be enslaved.
Yeah, feminism, we're bad. It's bro. The worst thing about I can let go the cuck shit if he admitted, okay, I fucked up on that and whatever. I'd be like, okay, you fucked up. It's cringe, but you fucked up, so whatever. But the mentally shit, considering he's mixed race, you probably heard of this clown named Nick Fuentes. Any of you know who he is? Or
no, I don't think so.
No. I'm listening.
But okay, I'll briefly sum up Nick Fuentes. He's basically a neo-Nazi, a literal neo-Nazi. He hates Jews. Like,
Nice.
yeah, he's a anti-Jew person. Okay, like the biggest problem in the world, Jews. Like, he's that type of fucking clown. And he's against mixed racing, and Sneako's mixed race, and Sneako's like, yeah, it's degenerate. So it's like, you're calling yourself degenerate. That's like a literal self-own. Like, bro, that's more hardcore Uncle Tom shit than regular Uncle Tom's. Like, I can't with this dude. Like, he needs to be bullied. Like, that is the one thing I will agree with him. He did say bullying should be brought back. I agree, Sneeko. You need to be bullied more. Hashtag bully Sneeko.
Too much feminine energy with somebody called Sneeko.
Hey, I'm about to jump off real quick, man. Looking forward to April 3rd, Destructor.
Yes.
And DST, I'll speak to you later, man. Thank you.
Appreciate having you on, Swerve.
Peace. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night.
I think the show should be over in around 3 minutes.
Oh, yeah. I forgot this was a Raw stream. I just saw you streaming, and it's like, didn't even know what it was. And I was like, okay, I'll just come in.
No, I enjoyed the conversations, Destructor. You pretty much saved my enjoyment.
As I normally do. I always have to be the savior. I'm Jesus, apparently. No, I'm just kidding, Jesus. I'm not the savior. I'm not you. Don't punish me.
Smite! Oh, I just checked out one of your tweets right now. Swiss rolls or cosmic brownies. That's your choice?
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, that's a good...
Anybody that chooses Nutty Buddies or oatmeal cream pies, I know that you have an issue shitting in the toilet.
Yeah, I don't know. Follow that Twitter account. I'm much more active there, and it's like basically everything non-wrestling. So music,
thank God.
Political commentary, sports. Well, mostly Montreal Canadiens shit because that's my team, and of course they won tonight, sadly, against the Sabres.
Do you think you guys are more consistent than the Maple Leafs right now? No, even though they were first seed not that long ago.
I don't know. I don't know. My team is like near the bottom of the standings, like you guys were the last couple of years. Especially with this year, because there's supposed to be a deep draft and a generational talent by the name of Connor Bedard. I'm more concerned about actually like getting a really good draft pick and not having my team basically draft off the pick, because that would be really bad. Fuck. I mean, after all, most of the Montreal Canadiens guys, at least the head scout and like one of the head decision makers, Jeff Gordon, was like from the Rangers, who made almost that entire current core. You see?
Hey, at least you're not the Flyers. That's the best part.
Yeah. Ironically, the Flyers are ahead of Montreal in standings, and we're facing them like tomorrow. But to be fair, the Flyers have a shitty future that needs to like just give up.
When I heard that they weren't even trying to trade for further assets, even though they still got some of their top assets, trade assets still on the roster, even though the deadline didn't even pass that long ago, it made me conflicted. They want to suck. They want to be the Baltimore Orioles of the fucking NHL. That's bad.
So basically, constantly make the finals every once in a while, and then just proceed to lose every time, because that's the Flyers. Because you want to hear a sad fun fact about them?
Yep, go ahead.
After their 2 Stanley Cup victories in the mid-70s, they have as much Conn Smythe L's as they do Stanley Cups. The first time was ironically their third attempt at the finals. They lost to the Canadiens. Reggie Leach got the Conn Smythe. The second time, 1987, when the Edmonton Oilers won the Cup, but the Conn Smythe went to Ron Hextall. So that's sad. When you have as much Conn Smythe L's as you do Stanley Cups, you know something's wrong. And keep in mind, they made it to the Stanley Cup Finals 5 times after winning their second cup. Okay, like, just let that sink in. Like, they lost to the likes of, again, the Canadiens, ironically enough. Let's see, who else did they lose to? Oh yeah, the New York Islanders, the Edmonton Oilers, the Detroit Red Wings, and in most recent failure in 2010 against the Chicago Shithawks. That's the Flyers for you in the last 50-something years.
The saddest thing is the Flyers don't even have that bad a talent, just a bad foundation. Like, you see guys like Carter Hart, Lofton. You see guys that you can build around, but like they're not good enough. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's just the fact that they don't have depth or supporting pieces. That's the problem. It's like we've seen that they had the potential. I mean, they went on a fairly decent run in 2020, not that long ago, where they almost went to the conference finals. So it's like they can be something. You know, they have Provorov, they have Konechny, they have good pieces. It's just they're not coached properly, and the asset management is horrible. Like, that's always been their problem. It's not like,
They had a
well,
10-game losing streak over the first 20 games.
yeah, they were pretty awful.
Jesus fucking Christ. And 3 of them came over overtime shutouts. One was off a shootout when they lost 4-5 against, guess what? You want to know what team?
Whoa.
Montreal.
Of course. Well, I mean, that was the game. That was the game where Montreal came back and Caulfield scored. I mean, granted,
I think I saw highlights of that.
Though to be fair, in the current Flyers case, it's not Tortorella that's the problem. It's like the GM and like the asset management.
Like 1,400 in Arizona. Fuck. Just relocate already, guys.
Just relocate to like Houston already. Like,
honestly, there's already a bigger fan base, and plus Houston's already winning the city over in Texas more than Dallas. Honestly, like they already have a successful baseball franchise. Their basketball franchise is possibly going to tank for the Victor Wembanyama guy. That's the biggest basketball. That's the biggest sports franchise that the NBA have for that rookie to go to actually build something for himself. They got the Texans. And if you get a hockey franchise, they're just going to get more to build around, something not that popular. And, hockey's not really big over on hot states like Arizona or Texas or Los Angeles.
It's a matter of how the success of the team is and if the market's like willing to be big for it. I mean, look at Nashville. Like Tennessee does not really scream hockey at all, but yet the Predators have been proven to at least have a big enough fan base. It's not so much the locations, no matter how you deal with the location. Like, that's how you. I mean, look at Ottawa. Ottawa's a perfect location for a hockey team, but they can't fucking do jack shit with like their fan base. Like,
I agree.
It's sad when like there is more Toronto Maple Leafs and Montreal Canadiens fans down in Ottawa than there are Senators fans. So let that sink in. It's like fuck. Like, the Senators, the Panthers, and the Coyotes need to go. Like, they need to be relocated. The Panthers, relocate them to Quebec Nordiques, because I know French fucks will go to the hockey games even if their team is like the worst team ever, because that's like the one thing the French fucks actually give a crap about culture that's not involving them being on their periods and like trying to leave Canada. So trust me, you'll probably keep them at bay actually.
You agree? So you agree there would be more than one? You feel like Hartford should come back if we're getting the Quebecers, and I mean if we get the Quebecers back to the Western Conference, if that's the case.
Nah, Hartford was just a bad market.
Yeah, Hartford's already a bad market in general for teams that already are just gonna Connecticut fan bases are just gonna move over to the New York franchises anyway, or the Boston franchises. In Boston, it's not even that big over a sports market as Philadelphia or New York. You know why? Because it's actually got sports history. So
yeah,
it's more prestige. Same thing with Indiana. That should have a hockey franchise.
Well, it's just a matter of like if it's big enough for the NHL. Like again, Houston.
Then not Indiana.
Yeah, fucking. Again, like Houston makes sense. You can do with the battle of like Texas. It's a good climate. And plus Houston with their other franchises, even if they suck, they'll still go to their games. They're passionate enough, so it's a good market. So that's perfectly fine. I heard that the other reports are going to try to go back to Atlanta. Please don't.
Oh, God, please, no. The Thrashers were terrible.
Cool name and, like, cool logo, but team was ass.
You really fuck with the Thrashers logo?
The design of it, like, how it's looked. The
color scheme threw me off. I'm not going to lie to you.
Colors have ruined it. It's just the design, like, how it's constructed is good. And the name. But that's about it. But even, this is like, they failed twice. The Atlanta Flames, remember that? Yeah, mid.
Then that become the...
Yes.
Then the Atlanta Flames... Oh, yeah, it did become the same. No,
the Calgary Flames. And now the current... And the current Winnipeg Jets that we see is basically the Atlanta Thrashers' existence. So
we had Ramsey, O'Neal coach down the hall. I don't think he even gave the best seasons over with
I heard fucking Oregon might get a hockey team. I doubt that would be a good enough market.
They have at least a reasonable sports history with, of course, if you're familiar with the college teams. And
but on a professional level, like, gotta think professional level. It's like I get why, like geographically, because you can build a rivalry with, Washington State with the Kraken and the Canucks. You can do that, but I don't know, fucking not just like putting a hockey team in Saskatchewan. Just don't.
I mean, it's already difficult enough that the NFL in general, they were trying to boost over their big market crowd, like San Diego, Oakland, all to Vegas and Los Angeles. There's already there were like 3 LA teams and went over a big betting market that's already good for tourism like Vegas. They're really trying to hit over those traveling markets. They're not trying to go more local anymore. Like St. Louis as well. St. Louis Rams, they're over to LA. San Diego Chargers, they're really not trying to profit over the homegrown market of trying to build an actual fan base. It just be more commercialized, plus it'd be more cheaper for traveling.
Yep, I just think relocations need to happen so you can actually start making money. Because look at again, like especially with the Panthers and the Coyotes, they're the two like biggest grievances. The Senators could potentially be saved from like a new if someone buys the fucking team. So they might have a chance. But the Panthers and the Coyotes, like, come on, give it up. Even when the Panthers had that President's Trophy winning season, not many people go to their games. Like, literally, I think the only reason why they have any decent flow is because, again, ironically, Quebecers come because a lot of Quebecers like to go to Florida, apparently. But even then, it's not even worth it. No one likes to go to see the Panthers because they suck. They're so mid. They've been mid for most of their existence. Like, relocate their asses somewhere else. Like, fuck. Like, Houston, just get the Nordics and the Houston, I don't know, whatever you want to call them, get their hockey teams. Just put that way, everyone can be happy. The Coyotes, and we can all stay in the Western Coast and East Coast, and we can make more money. Like,
I mean, this season's been okay for the Panthers, but they're just such a mediocre franchise. And plus, it's already a tourist spot. Like, who wants to go to a hot beach, hot bitches, where you can watch a Miami Heat play, the Miami Dolphins play? Tampa Bay is already a decent sports city to be in, and then you just push another one that already has a crappy franchise.
Yeah, it's like, no, don't even bother. Like, you already have Tampa Bay is the only like fucking team you can do in Florida because they have the Buccaneers and whatever.
Where's the Florida Panthers from?
I think it's just Florida City, if I had to guess. If that's even a real city.
It could be Glendale, Jacksonville.
I'm just gonna look up Florida Panthers.
Arena.
Arena location.
Sunrise, Florida.
Come on. No one goes. Come on, no one goes to that city. Like Sunrise, Florida. Get out of here.
It's only a 20,000 capacity arena, and you barely even have that much over with your parking space. You know how much tax dollars? You know how much of a tax write-off? You're just better off scoping that crap out for something more productive. A hockey arena.
Yeah, it's like just give it up. Like I don't like the French fucks, but like just give the Nordics their hockey team. I don't even keep saying this, like, because the only ones where the Nordics even like fold in the first place was not because of bad attendance. It's because the Canadian economy was like complete dog shit around the 90s. Well,
the same issue with the Vancouver Grizzlies. Why they moved to Memphis.
Yeah, the Canadian economy is awful. The fucking Montreal Expos had to go. Fucking the Winnipeg Jets had to originally go for the Coyotes. And the Nordics had to fucking bite the bullet. I think that's the reason why the Montreal Canadiens had to suck ass for like the mid to late 90s because of that reason. Ironically, the Maple Leafs didn't suck, but that's the Maple Leafs. But different story.
And plus, wasn't Toronto just a higher city to go to? Especially, as well for the Toronto Raptors, getting produced with a lot of financial support because of Jurassic Park.
Well, Toronto's the money capital of Canada in general, considering it's got like the most people. It's like the biggest population in Canada. Like it's like it has like about at least like if you take 100% of Canada, Toronto's probably got at least a quarter of that population, roughly. If you had to guess, how much people are in Toronto right now? I don't. Toronto.
Lumberg is still there. Lumberg, Casey Fitzgerald, Flossing. Oh man, you guys smell like a first round exit. You're only like 6 games above 500.
Oh wow, only 2.7 million people. Jesus Christ, that's
I thought it'd be a bit more. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I thought it'd be 5-6 million. I thought I expect Montreal to be, and apparently Montreal's only 1.7 million. That's really kind of shocking. Because Canada's not that big. Nah. I wonder how much does Quebec City have a population? Because that's where they would be, which is like north of Montreal.
Quebec City.
Yeah, that's like. I think it's around the 500. No wonder why they don't get a fucking hockey team. They have I thought they have almost like the same population as Ottawa, like near 1 million. Well, not even 550K. Fucking what?
And even if they try to, it's already 370 over just collateral over construction. If they go back to Videotron Center, that I bet they would go to play hockey.
Yeah, 934K. Okay, and Ottawa.
That's their capacity. That's the population.
That's the population of Ottawa, 934K. Quebec City's like a couple 100K lower. No wonder why they don't get a hockey team. The population's not there. Well, actually, I don't think it really matters because like hockey culture is so fucking dense. I mean, fuck, I don't think Winnipeg has a fucking big population, and they still have a fucking what?
Winnipeg.
I've got Winnipeg. Okay, Winnipeg, 700 pop.
Jesus, do they sell out at their arena?
Yeah, they sell well. There's no problems down there. Jets fans.
God.
Jets fans go to their hockey games. Canadians love their hockey. That's probably.
You guys made it, of course.
Oh yeah.
England made it. You know how successful Premier League matches get, and they don't even do draft picks. You know what they do? They have a relegation system where, like, if you have the 3 worst teams in the league, you literally get like demoted into lower tier leagues to play up. So there's a hierarchy over in soccer.
Yeah, but soccer doesn't matter what you do with soccer. Soccer's still ass either way. But
yeah, but at least you can come out the closet more easier whenever you play soccer.
Yeah, true. That's a game sport. But yeah. Granted, Canada in general is just not a big fucking country, so that's probably why. I mean, it doesn't matter. So yeah, even though like Winnipeg, the city's like only got that much, it's like they'll still sell. So actually, Quebec can probably still have a chance, despite its lower population. They can probably just.
Hell, they got more than Winnipeg. You see how dedicated their fan base is. You do a lot like that.
I'm talking about Quebec City because that's where the Nordiques would be, not Montreal. Well, actually, Montreal probably would help out too, to an extent. Either like near if you're around like let's say the border area of Montreal. Like you're closer to Quebec City, you might have a chance to support, but still, it would generally be more like Quebec City itself than that town, or not town city. So it'll be fine because hockey's especially down there, it'll be just fine.
You feel like the NHL should make a more regulation? You don't mind the draft system. You feel like they should make a relegation part for American teams to, be more sparingly with the league, or. Because I'm just not feeling some of these American franchises are even living up, even though they win most of the cups.
It just depends on how the team is, really. Like, Like, as long as they're not trying to be cheesing the system and they're playing fair, whatever, the cup's the cup, whatever. I don't really care about that shit too much. I'm just more concerned about like getting the best options, for players, and ironically, Canadians usually have to carry.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's it.
The only
I'm
positive. Sorry. Go ahead.
For my sake, again, especially when you look down at like how the population is, because down in Canada, it's like you just want the best. Just want the best options for money and to get the people to like sustain, because you can't just have short-term success. Because even if your team is garbage, you still gotta like think, well, will this team still sell even if there's crap per se? I mean, again, look at your Devils. I mean, that general area, or even the Capitals, they were garbage, but people will still go to their games. Like, you gotta fucking build a foundation in a good market that's actually really hungry for it in the NHL level. Well, that's why me out.
Yeah, I agree.
And sadly, Gary Bettman, the commissioner, does not understand that. He'll do anything to make the NHL look bad. It's like, bro, you don't give a crap about it. It's like, I wish he would just give up his position. Just give it to someone else who actually deserves it. Would actually make hockey, get more fans. Try to actually get like hockey players to go to the Olympics. Because you remember that shit back in the day. You probably heard of it, the Golden Goal.
Oh yeah, I've heard a documentary on it one time. They were even showing it on my sports media class one time, and it's like, what the? That's not fair at all. But I can understand how bad it really gotten.
Oh yeah, you got to think of the markets. It's like all about that markets and shit. Not to mention, how the NHL standings are currently like, structured. Like, it's not even like, how I don't know how it is like the NBA or like whatever, but like normally it's supposed to be like back in the day 1 through 8, but no, it's just divisions. Like, it's just stupid. Like, Toronto and Tampa are like near the top, and they're gonna face each other in the first round because it's divisions. If there was like the old school days, it would be like 1 faces 8th, 7-2, 6-3, 5-4.
Well,
Like,
NBA still does it, but now with the play-in system, the play-in tournament, 7 through 10 can play out until like 2 are eliminated. The loser bracket gets to face the 7th seed, the first seed, while the winning bracket gets to win the 2nd seed. So it's literally bottom seeding with extra steps.
Well, yeah, but still, once that's done, it's pretty much the team whichever standing. It's pretty much 1 through 8, like normal. So like, you gotta do shit like that. And, like, you gotta do things like that and just encourage more fighting. Fuck, even NHL players want that standings, like the 1 through 8 to come back. Like, Crosby's like saying that shit. I'm like, yeah, he's right.
Even
like,
Sidney Crosby saying that?
Yeah, the NHL should be like back to the 1 through 8 standings. I mean, that's how it was when he got into the league. So if he's saying it's like, yeah. If you follow hockey Twitter, you'll probably see the stuff that it is. I don't know how Devils Twitter can be compared to Habs Twitter, but still.
Probably not toxic. I mean, anything to open with Rangers versus Penguins. Then fucking, weren't the Panthers first seed coming out of last season?
Well, last season, yeah, they were the President's Trophy winning team, and now they are barely fighting for like the second to last wild card.
Get pimped by the Capitals. You know how it feels to win President's Trophy, then lose in the first round? No.
Yeah, Panthers are not making the playoffs. They're done. They fucked themselves. Can't say I'm really surprised, and I'm happy.
Are you wishing for their downfall?
Well, for this season, because my team actually has their first round pick of this year because they traded like their first round pick of this year to get like a defenseman who's not even on their team anymore for a run, and they only got to the second round.
Rangers clinch, Toronto clinch.
Pretty much. The Devils already clinched like a while ago, so
Calgary Flaming Fags got a pride uniform. Literally.
I mean,
you didn't see it?
Oh god, everyone. Oh yeah, fuck. I wouldn't be shocked if some of their players like we're not doing the Pride Night shit, or someone doesn't do it.
I thought somebody did complain about that. I thought somebody did complain about that one time.
No, that's been like an ongoing issue all year. It's been multiple people. It's not. It wasn't. Ivan Provor's the most famous one, but it's been a lot more since. Eric Stahl's done it, though he got caught in 4K with that shit. James Reimer's done it. He's like, I'm not doing it because I'm a Christian. You know, the Rangers didn't do it in general because Russians, they don't exactly do that shit.
Respect.
Yeah, that's how it is. I think there's a few other. I think there's like a few other people, but yeah, those are like the main ones. It's been like an ongoing issue all year, and I'm like, ugh. Okay, hold on.
You really blame them. Like you want to demean yourself for some sexual orientation.
Yeah, I know. I would. Okay, so like, yeah, the Panthers are like 9th in the Eastern Conference right now, and they're 3 points out of a playoff spot. But the Pittsburgh Penguins have a game in hand, so yeah, they're not making it. And Montreal eliminate Buffalo's hopes.
Penguins can knock them off with only so many games remaining.
The Penguins have 9 games remaining. The Panthers have 8 now.
Oh.
Yeah, the Penguins have 82 points, so the Penguins are pretty much. It's gonna basically just be that type of fucking shit. So.
You think there's an upside, even though the Panthers been trying to be a winning team for the past? I mean, not a winning team, but a buying team. You know what I mean?
Well, they tried to go all in and they failed. I mean, the bright side for Montreal is they get like a decent pick that we can either flip for something or draft a good player potentially, since this draft's gonna be good. I wish they keep losing so we can get a closer chance at the lottery, but it's what it is.
How many teams clinched so far? If it's just gonna be Boston, 57 wins is insane though, and people thought they were gonna be mid.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna fall off, but guess they're having one of the best seasons ever. But 5 teams that clinched for the East guaranteed, and as for the West, only really 2 teams have clinched. 2 teams have clinched guaranteed.
Colorado?
No, they're 4th, but no, the 2 teams that clinched guaranteed have been the Golden Knights and the Kings, because it seems like the minimum points is 96. The Wild should probably clinch the next game. The Stars and the Avalanche will probably clinch in the rest of the season, along with the
right.
Oilers.
But the highest points over in the Central Division is only 93.
Yeah, it's not great. Yeah, the West is not as good as the East, because like some of the teams like the Penguins. Okay, yeah, if they were in the West, they wouldn't be in the playoffs, but like the Jets would be barely fighting for like a wild card spot along with the Kraken. Like it's not a good look.
Edmonton, I am expecting the worst. They're not a bad offense, but I'm expecting the worst.
Yeah, defense and goaltending, yeah, not their strong suit. I don't know. Dallas, I'm not really too confident on either. I mean, they did downgrade for Dadonov because we got Dennis Gurianov. So thank you, Dallas. And plus, you have a coach named Peter DeBoer. I'm sure you remember him from New Jersey.
Better than Barbecue Brew. I'm joking.
Well, at least DeBoer made it to the Stanley Cup Finals. So
Stanley Cup Finals, and he actually had more postseason experience. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, he still is a fraud.
How much Dadonov has? Only 3 goals.
Oh my!
3 goals, 7 assists, 10 points.
Yeah, fucking. The Nashville might make the playoffs if the Jets fall off. But I doubt the Predators might make it. And they have 2 games in hand.
They're 7 points ahead. I doubt that with the amount of games left.
No, the Predators are 10th. They have 80 points. The bare minimum to get into the playoffs of the West is 85 points, and that's the Jets currently. So, I mean, you have to be a point behind, but the Jets can really fall off because the Jets have eaten more regulation losses than the Preds. The Preds have more overtime losses there, John.
So we're betting it's going to be either Winnipeg or Nashville, Dallas, Colorado, Minnesota, LA, Edmonton, and Seattle.
Well, I think honestly, like what you see like currently in the top 8 standings for both conferences, these are the teams that are going to make the playoffs. I can't see Calgary making it unless they go on a tear at the end of the year. but I doubt it because Calgary's too inconsistent and trash, so they're not really gonna get the job done.
I mean, it shouldn't be that bad. Their schedule is L.A., Vancouver, then Anaheim, then Chicago, then Winnipeg.
Yeah,
Vancouver twice, then San Jose and Nashville. So somewhat competitive games, but I feel like they'll choke them all.
Yeah, it's Calgary. Yeah, that's the West. The East again, like the East is the East, so we're definitely it's probably gonna be that. And judging by how it is for you guys, for your Devils, which I'm assuming you're probably gonna stream those playoff games when those happen.
Oh, I got streams coming off the wazoo, possibly for the second channel, because it's been a while since I did Sidelines Productions. And
I have a gaming channel, so subscribe to that. By the way.
Oh shit!
You can just type in Destructor Gaming Channel, and you can probably just find it. I have some banger content. Probably need to get some videos going soon. I'll have 2 videos cooking.
I know you got a lot of not Far Cry. Fuck. Why am I forgetting?
Sonic content.
Not Sonic content. Whatever you have in your commentary.
Halo.
Not Halo. Yeah, I see Halo, but not New Vegas. Which one is it that you were playing?
What? The games that you only have in the background is either like Halo, Left 4 Dead. That's usually about it, really.
Oh, okay. I'm forgetting the title of the game.
It depends on which video you're asking about exactly.
Well, it was wrestling related, so I know you're probably not gonna remember.
Well, you can just ask, just like say which video, like one of my more recent videos. I'll probably remember it.
I figured out something. It was either Bel Air sucks or
not Bel Air, because I didn't have gameplay for that video. The gameplay has actually been more recent. It's been like ever since Dumb Comments.
Let me see.
Except for like the Bill C11. Unless you're talking about my gaming channel.
The Rhea Ripley sucks or something else.
Rhea Ripley sucks. I think. Oh, that's Left 4 Dead.
You had that.
Rhea Ripley sucks is fucking. That's Left 4 Dead 2. It's mostly been Halo.
Oh yeah, that's Left 4 Dead.
Yeah, Left 4 Dead 2. This Dominic Mysterio's Gears of War 3, but yeah, it's mostly just been Halo. Because that's what I take.
Okay, my fault. Then I probably was confusing it with another channel. Then
I don't know. If you're thinking about my gaming channel, I usually just have footage of the game that's usually more accurate to the theme for the most part. Unless it's, of course, Left 4 Dead or something in Halo for a random generalized shit. It usually just depends.
Oh, and I'm also going to be streaming opening day for Major League Baseball. We got the Giants versus the Yankees.
Yeah, but you'll have the first round against the Rangers. That's going 7 games. Sadly,
I'm betting 6 if somebody fucks up.
I'm going 7.
Devils defense always they can't hash things out around the third, around the second intermission. I'm expecting somebody to fuck it up.
Yeah, you'll have solid goaltending, and besides, your defense is similar to the Rangers. The Rangers don't have great defense outside of like 2 guys, and you guys have like what? Dougie Hamilton and like fucking whoever is like who's the second best defenseman on your team? Is it still Damon Severson?
Severson should be healthy still, so
I don't know. I don't know who your second best D-man is. I know Hamilton's your best guy, so it's similar. It's going to be an offensively minded series.
No. I'm trying to say Ball or Graves. I know Dougie Hamilton's still there. It's either Severson. He does at least have the second most points coming out of there.
Yeah. Okay, Severson. Okay, that's.
Giannis?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna predict the Rangers in 7 games, though. If the Devils win, I would not be shocked. The Rangers have more experience, and Igor edges out fucking like Vanchek. Like that's my reasoning why. Offensively, it's kind of a toss 50. Offensively, you're both even as far as I'm concerned. Like you guys have probably the advantage in speed because you're younger. Like your top 4 guys, like what? Nico Hischier, Jack Hughes. That's a pretty good 1-2 punch. You got the center going, and of course you have Jesper Bratt and Timo Meyer. Like that's pretty deadly.
You don't think McKenzie's bad? I mean, you don't think McKenzie's a threat?
Who?
Matt Kenzie, Blackwood.
He's a decent like mid starting goalie, best backup guy. Vita Vanchek's your guy, isn't he?
Yeah, Vanchek is that guy, but I know they're gonna trying to keep him for like later in the series.
I'm assuming they're gonna start Vanchek because he's a better goalie.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be shocked. You guys got great offense, but again, the Rangers are equal to
Mercer. I love the guys. I love them.
Oh, yeah, Mercer, he's a good depth
But
guy.
we're playing off against guys that are more skillful with the puck. That's also a threat. You get guys that are skillful off the stick and know what to do, especially if we head to overtime. That's what I'm scared for.
Yeah,
mistakes will happen.
The Rangers have the experience because Patrick Kane, Tarasenko. That's good. That's some good veteran presence to have, and plus the Rangers still have Panarin and who the fuck else? Zibanejad. It's like they got offense coming, but I don't know. Offense, that should be fun to see, but again, Rangers in 7. I could be wrong. I wouldn't be shocked, but I don't know. It's 50-50. It's not like if when the playoffs officially do start, I don't think Boston's going to get the first round. I'm expecting a choke, to be honest, because I'm still not convinced by Boston's core. Like, you got your best players are all aging guys, and you don't have a big guy to like defend your players. Like, I'm not impressed.
Their young guys just ride over the third line anyway. I doubt like they'll have that much confidence to play them a lot.
Now, granted, they might get out of the first round since it's Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh is crap. But still, I wouldn't be shocked if Pittsburgh goes off the upset. But if they arrange the divisions to where the Islanders face the Bruins, yeah, I'm going with the Islanders. But if the Penguins, I'll probably go Boston in 5. So
who do you think it would be? There's always one black sheep in the postseason. This goes for any postseason. Who do you think is a team that you know is not a favorite, but that can make some noise?
Probably like I don't know. Probably like a team. Probably like Winnipeg or something if they get hot.
Yeah, I'm going Winnipeg too at this point. They've been looking pretty hot for the past couple games, except that one time they lost over to LA 4-1. Jesus.
Well, it's just Winnipeg. They have the tools. They just like the depth. But if their star players just carry them, they'll do fine. I don't know.
Like when Gustafsson tries.
Yeah.
To actually give a decent pass. They don't fuck up over transition. You know what? There's a lot of things because I see potential in Winnipeg. Don't get me wrong. I've seen a couple games, but there'll be times when they don't know what they're doing.
No.
They got San Jose next, so they'll be a confidence builder.
Yeah, that's a fucking. That's an.
What you're facing a bottom feeding team. That's always a confidence builder.
Yeah, basically, it's fucking. Yeah, it's basically like that. Fuck, like, just write it out, and you'll be doing just fine. Fuck. Though Edmonton could make noise if Connor McDavid decides to lock in, as he normally does. Because I don't know, have you seen Connor McDavid's stats?
My prime. I am not wasting my prime here at all.
Right? No. Guess how many points McDavid has without looking it up.
Oh God! What are we?
Nope.
What are we?
He's already got 100 points.
I'm gonna bet. No, okay. You want me to give a wild guess? I'm gonna bet like 98.
That's way too low. He has like 139 points right now.
What the fuck? No, wait. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
60 goals, 79 assists. Yeah, he's pretty much just like taking over this year as he normally does.
And Dre Settle's only 112. It's telling me something right now. This guy is literally the backbone, the back and front of this team.
Yeah, literally. It's like no one's close. Like it's not. It's pretty. It's like pretty sad. Like holy.
If
he goes on
McDavid had NBA player mentality, he will not be here.
Oh yeah, he'd be in the NBA. But if he had the NBA player mentality, which I clearly think he does, he'd be going all in. Like fuck. I mean, fuck. He carried them to the conference finals last year. So
that's still insanity. That is still very impressive.
Yeah,
very impressive production.
If he can keep this up, he'll probably join in like some of the top 10 all-time shit. Like,
isn't he like at least nearing some of Gretzky's records?
For an Oiler, maybe, but a general like all-time.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not trying to say that, but still for Oiler for franchise history, that's still very impressive for somebody his age.
Maybe it's possible, but again, it's like. But yeah, it's like, okay, hold on. Why are they not showing? Oh yeah, Oh yeah, Wayne Gretzky. Okay, currently, Connor McDavid's probably gonna have like. I think like if he finishes the season, goes on his pace, he's probably gonna be almost on pace for like a Steve Yzerman's best season, which he had 155 points. He's getting on pace for that. So that's 150 something point season. So like, what is it? So he's probably gonna have almost 70 goals, something or around that. So I don't know. That's pretty good.
Still very impressive for somebody like him, man.
Well, it is. Yeah, it is. It's really impressive. Like fuck, I didn't expect that. He has more points than like Joe Thornton ever had in a season. Like fuck, he's getting into like the 1980s. That shit. Like fuck, he'll beat Adam Oates' most points record. He'll beat a Bobby Orr's.
He already has most points than fucking Jaromir Jagr, and he played less.
Well, Jagr did waste his prime in the dead puck era, so that's why. He's probably going to break Bernie Nichols' most points season, which is 150. So he's going to be racing for that. Now he's not going to get past that. He's not going to reach like Mario Lemieux most point totals or Gretzky, but you never know.
Look, we're just gonna play like it's Ultimate Team, but I'm like the only 99 overall. Okay, like
yeah, pretty much. Right, when you really think about it, like that's where's Wayne Gretzky? Yeah, Gretzky. I mean, fucking. I mean, oh yeah, he did beat one of Gretzky's like point totals in a season, but that was his rookie season. So McDavid's just beat Wayne Gretzky's rookie season numbers.
Jesus Christ.
By 2 points, mind you, but it's Wayne Gretzky. Wayne Gretzky's points at Edmonton is like inhuman. It's like ridiculous. Like it's where all his like 4 200+ point seasons came from.
That's nearly as crazy as like if you look at back in the day numbers for baseball. And that was like before juicing scandals were abundant. You were just getting pre-diabetics. You guys like batting like 600, 700, 900. Like you wouldn't even believe the statistics that were still like not broken in baseball to this day that guys needed roids for, like Barry Bonds.
Yep. I mean, if Wayne Gretzky never scored a single goal, he still have the most points by any player just by his assists. So he is the great one. Like when The Rock calls himself the great one, I'm always thinking you're taking Wayne Gretzky's catchphrase, pal. Just stop. I mean, fuck. Let me know when you can get another player that can get 92 goals in a season. Like 92 goals. Like holy shit.
That's just monstrous right there. Oh, goal. Oh God. Sabres are up 3-2 against you guys. What the
Yeah, I saw it and like yeah. 87 goals as the second most. Yep.
Gretzky's let me check this out. I didn't get to see this yet. Islanders literally played a home game against the Devils.
Yeah, fucking. If Connor McDavid keeps this up, he'll probably have the most goals since the 1992-93 season from Alex McGillney and Timo Solani, which they both had 76 goals each.
Well, that's very nice.
Yeah, it's in the top 5. It's pretty impressive, but yeah. Like if you fucking put like the top whatever like best goals in the season, it's like Wayne Gretzky's like number 1, number 2. I'm going to guess, and then you have like Mario Lemieux and Brett Hull taking 3 and 4, and then
nice. Never mind.
Yeah, and then fucking like again, the Alex McGillney and Timo Solani is a 5. Roughly. Oh no, actually Brett Hall would be number 2 actually. Actually Brett Hall would be number 3. Lemieux's fucking oh wow. Yeah, I guess fucking Lemieux's 4th.
Lemieux's 4th?
From talking about most goals in a single season, Lemieux's most goals in a single season was 85 goals. Granted, he missed a couple of games, so it probably would have been a 90 fucking point plus 90 goal plus season, but is what happened. Brett Hall has 86 goals in his most season.
Vinny just fucked up over a second chance goal attempt over from the fucking Islanders. I still don't even know how that happened.
Yeah, that's hockey. You don't get goal scoring now. The most you're going to get is 60 goal players, which admittedly has happened in the last 2 years in a row, shockingly. Hey, have you heard about what happened to iDubbbz recently?
I haven't heard much except that he was a guest over on a podcast. I didn't know what happened exactly. He got some type of leak. What happened to him?
You know, you ever heard of his Creator Clash thing, like his little goofy like YouTube celebrity like boxing stuff? You know, kind of like how it's kind of like WWE. So there's this guy named I forgot his name. I forgot the dude's name. Fucking, I think it's Froggy Fresh. I think his name is, if I'm remembering correctly. I recently followed him, so I should probably look for it.
Does it have like a frog that's buff or something?
No, okay, it's a guy named Froggy Fresh. He's some YouTuber. He's like an old YouTuber, apparently. He's still around, it seems like. But yeah, Froggy Fresh is supposed to do like a fucking fight against like some guy, and iDubbbz kicked them off for like silly reasons, allegedly, because Froggy Fresh did like a little promo, like hyping up his fight, and like he said an offhand joke about iDubbbz' bitch, which said, if I lose,
didn't this bitch do OnlyFans?
Yeah, he pretty much said, if I lose, I will subscribe to Anissa's OnlyFans. It's harmless. So I think that's what the real reason is. They have not come out and publicly said it, but it's like, yeah, pretty.
Hola scores, let's go, bitch.
But he's still like
fucking. Or Hola, I still can pronounce him right.
But yeah, iDubbbz is that dude's falling off hard.
I don't know if he's even insecure about his own bitch even being referenced, all because it's something she chose to do.
I know, it's like fucking what a lib cuck he is. It's such a shame because I actually had respect for the guy at one point. Like I wasn't a subscriber or watch this shit, but like he did push the envelope. Whether you like to admit or not, he did. The content comp shit.
A lot of edgy content over him that got a lot of people endorsed.
Exactly, he was pushing the envelope. Like he was actually like fighting the good free speech fight. I mean, I can understand not being fond of the N-word shit now, but still, I can.
Remember when he was mocking Keemstar when he was making fun of when he was getting leaked over for trying to clickbait and say the N-word on stream, and now he says it for he said it for clicks, and now
it's ironic. Like he's trying to walk back on all this shit he said. It's like, bro, you were the type of guy that were fucking like going like they were pretty much making this shit, being the edgiest possible. Like, that's on you were doing that shit. Like, come on. Though his content comp and Leafy will always be the best. Like, bully Leafy, no chins. Like, beautiful. Such a shame, but hey, that's how it is for some people.
Polani literally just circled around 2 zones and just scored over a wrist shot. Are you kidding me? That's his second one. He had the whole team play like they were playing 3-on-3 on NHL. Like, fuck happened?
Yep, Maple Leafs choke, baby.
I'm wishing upon Maple Leafs downfall. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Good man. That's what any good person does, because they must reach 20 years without winning a playoff round. They last won a playoff round since 2004. You want even more brutal facts? There's no current NHL player that has ever lost to the Maple Leafs in a playoff round. Like, oof.
That is a damn shame. Oh, yeah, yes.
That's pretty bad. I love it. They're going to face Tampa Bay, which I think Tampa's going to win in their 6-7 game series. I do think it's going to be close, but again, Tampa's gonna be better because they're gonna save their energy for the playoffs. Like it's just how it is. Like if Tampa started losing to Montreal, I probably have some concern. But yeah, as long as you get the dub, I don't really give a shit.
You still feel like Tampa still got a chip on their shoulder still? They are coming with more cup experience.
They still will get the job done. They're still heavy favorites. Do I think they will win? Probably not, but they're still cup favorites. There's a very strong chance they'll make the conference finals.
Totar tipped that in. How is it still not no goal because he moved after the puck was in? You know what I might.
I predict Carolina to finally win the cup, but I wouldn't be shocked if Tampa just goes into finals again.
Please come to our games. We are winning now.
Tampa was doing just fine before their cup wins anyway, in terms of attendance. They were already a strong playoff team for a couple of years before that. Plus, they already won a cup in 2004, so they were doing just fine. It was just only like a couple of years where they were kind of shit. And even then, they had a brief conference finals run in 2011. So it's like only a couple of minor years of being shit. So Tampa's been proven to be a perfectly fine market in hockey, unlike their drunken brothers up in Florida.
I'm so sorry. I just saw Palomari. He just scored a hat trick. Yep. And I could blame almost everything on the keeper. I could.
Oof.
But I won't.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh yeah, there's another reason why iDubbbz might have kicked Froggy Fresh off.
Why is that?
You've heard of Sam Hyde, right? I'm assuming.
Yes, I've heard of Sam Hyde before.
Yeah, you probably know how iDubbbz tried to one up Sam Hyde, and Sam Hyde was the one that actually one up him. But anyway,
I think he tried to blacklist him as well, in a couple occasions, like verbally though.
I don't know about that, but I know but the point is, Froggy Fresh was training at Sam Hyde's place. That's possibly another reason. It's probably a combination of Sam Hyde and yeah. And if you watch any of the commentary channels, at least the ones I watch, Turkey Tom or fucking Optimus or fucking whoever.
I haven't heard from Optimus in a minute. I should. I've been trying to. I'll check up on that. I'll see more on this iDubbbz situation.
Yeah, it's his recent video, but it's iDubbbz took an L. You could probably get a good idea. But yeah, I gotta watch more of that commentary channel. Shtick Magel.
Well, I'm gonna try to hit the hay. Been here for longer than expected, even though I wanted to leave under the time Raw was about to be over anyway. But thanks for keeping things interesting, Destructor.
Oh, no problem. I forgot Raw was even on, Lil Mal.
That's a good thing.
Yes, I know. I'm very proud of that.
Well, hopefully, I'm not even going to stream WrestleMania. I'll have an excuse to eat unhealthy when I go to WrestleMania because I'm going to be probably working or working out for most of the rest of the week.
That's a smart thing to do. Got to keep that fitness going, Never going to give, never going to give.
Never going to give, never going to give.
He's fat!
That's never going to get old. Thanks for watching the DST show. And as always, thanks for watching. And shout out to Destructor and, of course, his gaming channel. And Swerve Show that was recently here.
Yes.
And get ready for April 3rd.
Yes, fuck wrestling.